Hello, good morning, my dear JEE warriors. Welcome to yet another JEE 2025 mock test for your upcoming first attempt, which is the January attempt of JEE Mains 2025. Yesterday, we had an amazing session of most expected questions. Thank you for all the response. In case you have missed that particular class, do not forget to check it out in the past live classes. Even the next class has been scheduled. After this, the next classes will also be scheduled. Yes, lots of mock tests, revision, formulas, everything, the last minute tips, tricks will be conducted on this particular channel. Okay, so if you have not yet watched the most expected question mock test, please do not forget to check it out. Amazing questions there. And today we are going to do questions from high weightage units, high weightage chapters mainly. So you will not find all the chapters in today's mock test maybe, but most highly important topics will be discussed today. This is your Captain Shreyas. Quickly smash that like button and also subscribe to the channel. Uh, Today's class also around that much time, but we'll try to optimize and keep it as much as possible to the point. Okay, so let's begin with the class. And here we come to the first question. Okay, good morning, Nikhil. Hi, Saiti. Hi, Siva. Hi, Susi. Hi, Kirti. Hi, Moganti. Welcome aboard. First question on your screen. Following graphs show the variation of stopping potential versus the frequency of the light which falls in a photoelectric effect, nu naught being the threshold frequency. Which of the graphs is the correct variation? 1, 2, 3, 4. A, B, C, D. Now, if you remember correctly, this is a modified graph, comes from a modified formula where you have, say for example, h nu is equal to h nu naught plus e times of vs, right? You have to play around with this equation. Yes, you have to play around with this equation to get that particular graph. This is your photoelectric equation. Incident energy is work function plus the maximum kinetic energy. Yep. So how it goes is basically you shift this over here, so it will become h nu minus h nu naught is equal to EVS divided by E. So you will get Vs is h by E times of nu minus h by E times of nu naught. This is very similar to y is equal to mx plus c, where c is this and m is basically this. So the slope is h by E, the intercept is negative. It is a straight line equation. As you can see, the intercept is negative in the first graph. Hence, the answer will be A. Answer will be A, and this is a standard graph. Thank you, Saiti. Maladi makes me feel really proud and happy. And thank you for making my day. Good morning, BASO4. Wow, uh, we have chemical names before GTA 6 already. Is there any way we can download the mock test paper, Vijay? Yesterday, actually, it was supposed to get uploaded, but let me make sure that by today, the paper gets uploaded in the description box or in the comment section. Like over here only, I will I will put up that link either in the description box and even in the comment section as well. Okay, so we'll try to put it up over there. So it will be a PDF link. You will have to make sure that you have a free account in Vedanta. Okay, so just do that. All right, moving on to the next question. If the total energy of Earth's satellite is zero, what does it tell you? What does it tell you? Come on, think about it. The total energy usually, if it is negative, that means it is in the orbit. It has been bound to that particular planet. But if by chance the energy is positive, that means it has escaped, and the path which it follows is a hyperbola. It is a hyperbola. If it is bound to that particular planet, then the orbit is an ellipse or basically a circle. But when the energy is exactly zero, still it will escape, or rather I will say it will just escape, and the path that it will take to escape is then a parabola. So the entire of conic sections over here. So the satellite is definitely not bound to the earth. Satellite is not bound, but it will move away from the orbit in the parabolic path. So C for Captain Shreyas is the correct answer. No, it is not just B, it is C. C is the more appropriate. Uh, and I'll tell you why B is not correct. This word may is not right. It is definitely not going to be bound. May expresses a possibility that it may be bound, it may not be bound. No, there is no question mark, there is no doubt over here. For sure, I know it will not be. The satellite will not be bound, would be the more appropriate statement. C is the best option out here. Got it? How examiners can trick your mind with just one single word. Because you read this option first, you think that this is correct, but then you realize this word may is not really the appropriate word here. In fact, C is the more appropriate option. Got it? Very good. Moving on to the next one. For a tower of certain height, a particle is thrown up with a speed u. The time taken by it to hit the ground is n times that it takes to reach the highest point on a path. What is the relationship between all these variables? Let's understand. So you are taking this particle, throwing it up with speed u. It will take, let's say, some time t to reach over here, and then it starts coming down, of course, like this, and finally it reaches over here and it hits the ground. It is also known to me that this particular distance is nothing but h, and we have to assume something as positive. So why not take upward direction as positive and let me take downward direction as negative for our sign convention, nothing more. And remember, I had projected the particle from here, from some height, from a tower. Okay, now the time taken to go up for the upward journey, can I just say the time taken is just u by g? That is a standard formula. When you take a projectile, throw it up, the total time to come back is 2u by g. Time taken to go up is u by g. Time taken to come down is also u by g for the same height. But it does not come till the same height. Rather, it goes even below that and falls down by height of h onto the ground. Okay, now, now what you need to do is for this entire journey, let me use S is equal to ut plus half at square. The displacement is negative h because it has come down. It has come down. So negative h is the displacement final. This is initial. So displacement is negative. Everybody gets this? Everybody understands this? Why the displacement is negative? Okay, perfect. Then initial velocity is u. Time taken is n times the time taken to go on the top. So this time technically should be n times of t plus half into negative g, acceleration is downwards. This time is also n times of this particular time that we talked about. This particular time that we have talked about over here. Perfecto. So this square. So therefore, what I will get is negative h is equal to u n t. T is nothing but u by g. T is nothing but u by g minus g by 2 n into t. This t is again u by g, and this will be n square, u square, and g square. So therefore, you will get minus h is equal to u square n by g minus, what is this over here? G will get cancelled. You will have over here n square u square by 2g over here. Obviously, g can be taken common, and obviously over here u square also can be taken common, and one of the n can be also taken common. Think about it, which option will match over here? Just modify this. Which option is matching? Come on, which option is matching? Just move things around. Move these things around. Yep, take the LCM, guys. Just take the LCM. You will have u square n 2 over here minus n square u square, or rather u square n square, the whole thing divided by 2g. Take this 2g into h. You will get this over here. N u square will be common and it will be n minus 2 if I'm not wrong. So I think this is going to eventually lead to option number A. Just check this out. Yes, it is the correct answer. Yes, it is the correct answer. Perfect. No, it is not C. It is going to be A. Thank you so much, Shabidi. Sahiti. Thank you so much. I want every student to do really well in this 2025 year, and I really hope that you will message me in the chat box once you reach your dream college, just like many of my students do. Every time I'm teaching in August, September, October, students suddenly come and spam in the chat box. Sir, you know what? I'm in this college. Sir, you know what? I got this branch. Sir, you know what? I'm doing this. I feel very happy. Sometimes students come after 3 years also or 4 years. Yeah. Uh, Suddenly, one student came of mine who was getting married. I mean, I'm like, oh shit, I'm really old now. Because one student is like, sir, you know what? I'm your one of the first batch students that you taught, and I got into this, and now I'm getting married. And you know what the girl is? The girl was also in my class. And that time we didn't know each other much, but coincidentally we were in the same IIT. I'm like, my goodness, love stories are made like that as well. Crazy. Anyways, coming back to the next question. There is a massless rope which passes over a massless frictionless pulley, okay, tied to a hook C. I think the hook will be over here somewhere. It is not shown. Tied to a hook C over here. While the other end is free, maximum tension that the rope can bear is 360 Newton. With what value of maximum safe acceleration can the person climb on the rope? Okay, great. Saket, units and dimensions I have done multiple times. You can check out on the channel itself. Many times I have done this. Please check it out. Just go to the channel. Just put the search over here, units. Units. Just search for units. You will find all kinds of lectures. My Pathfinder lectures are there. Nurture series lectures are there. Complete units and dimensions roar series is there. Zero to hero is there. I mean, mind map and formula lecture is there. I mean, all variations are there. After this, you should not complain. Okay, cool. Good morning. Good morning, Geeta. All right. Now, whether we should use Stokes formula or terminal velocity, just hold on, Geeta, 1 second. Coming back to the question over here. See, when this particular person climbs up the rope, the forces acting on that person are as follows. First is the own weight of the person. Is the person's mass given? Is the person's mass given? Somewhere one end of the passes on a okay massless maximum tension that the rope can. What is the maximum? 60 kg mass. Okay, so basically the weight of the person is going to be 60 g. Then there will be tension on the person which will act like this, and the maximum value you can bear is 360, and you have to go up. That means you have to accelerate. Okay, so using Newton's law, this is bigger than this force because you are accelerating up. So net force will be T max minus the weight will be the mass into acceleration. Net force is mass into acceleration. So 360 minus the weight is basically 600. Yep, 360, and this is 600 is equal to mass into acceleration. Mass is nothing but 60. Acceleration is nothing but A over here. Okay, fine. Now 600 minus 360, that is going to make it 240 is equal to 60 multiplied by A, but this is negative, no issues with that. Then your acceleration will be minus 240 by 60, which is nothing but minus 4 meters per second square. This negative sign, what does this tell you? This tells me that the direction that I have taken is wrong. It should actually be downwards. The direction that I have taken is wrong. It should be downwards. So the person should accelerate downwards with 4 meters per second square. But magnitude wise, it is definitely going to be 4. Yes, that is correct answer. Many people will think the answer will be none of these. That is wrong. It is not none of these. It is still going to be 4. Yep. Yep. Can we answer the previous question by dimensional analysis? You mean this one? Okay. If you want to do it by dimensional analysis, uh, the problem is even this option will be correct. No, then see, B option will be correct, right? Even this C option is correct. Even D option is correct dimensionally. N is just a number. So, really you can't solve this question dimensionally. Coming to that doubt where some students had regarding terminal velocity. Sir, see, by Stokes' law, force is 6 pi eta rv. Whereas by the formula, V is terminal velocity is 2 by 9. You have r square g sigma minus rho, the whole thing divided by eta. Sir, from here, if you notice, velocity is inversely proportional to radius. but from here velocity is directly proportional to radius. Understand the logic behind this. See, this is only true if force is constant. But is force really a constant? The answer is no. Because if you think logically, you will realize that the viscous force will be like this, the buoyant force will be like this, and the weight will be like this. The buoyant force, weight together will decide the viscous force. Hence, the viscous force need not be an absolute constant. It can change over time. So assuming it is a constant, this is true, but we know it will not be a constant. It will be dependent on other things. Remember, even the buoyant force depends on the radius. So technically speaking, this viscous force is not a constant. Hence, this is not going to be true. Only when the force is constant, this will be true. Hence, that is the reason why you use this formula when I know that it is already falling with terminal velocity. I hope that is absolutely clear. 60 kg was the mass. 60, man of mass 60 kg. So 60 G. So G will be 10. So that's why it has become 600. I hope that was also okay. 60 G means 600 newtons. 600 newtons. Okay. Clear? All your doubts are getting cleared. I hope it's understood. Perfecto. Shall we go ahead, Dharnishwaran? Thank you for the Warrior Pandu Whistle Podu slogan. Thank you. All the Warrior Pandus assemble and start with the next question on your screen. A ball is released from the top of a tower. The ratio of the work done by a force of gravity in the first second and the third second. Okay, now this is a indirect question on a standard result. If you drop something, then in the first second versus the next second versus the next second, the displacements are in the ratio of 1 is to 3 is to 5. So x, 3x, 5x, always odd numbers. And the force of gravity is always going to be a constant, So therefore, the work done, which is force into the displacement, the force of gravity into the displacement, it will be mg into x in the first case. In the second case, it will be mg into 3x, and in the third case it will be mg into 5x. So clearly from all of this, the ratio should be 1 is to 3 is to 5. 1 is to 3 is to 5. Yep. Awesome. BSO4, if you have completed the syllabus, make sure you're solving, the PYQs, at least the easy PYQs. Start with those questions which you are comfortable with, or at least those chapters where you are comfortable with. Bring in that comfort zone, bring in that confidence. Don't just solve for the sake of solving a mock test, because often it is, demotivating, because if you don't get as much as you expect, then you will feel that, okay, I'm not worth it. All negative thoughts will come in. So build in that confidence. Try to solve all those chapters which you have strong hold on. Try to probably do the easy kills first. Set a lower target, then improve the target. You still have 2 weeks, you can improve a lot. You might be thinking, sir, can I go from 140 marks to 180 marks? Definitely. Can I go from 150 to 200? Definitely, even in the last 2 weeks. You have to realize the mistakes, take a corrective measure, and not repeat it. 3-step process it is. Moment of inertia, rotational energy, and angular momentum are these symbols. Then what is the relationship between them? I think we can do this like this. Moment of inertia. Oh, see, in translation motion, we have this formula where kinetic energy is momentum square by 2m. So why not have a similar formula in rotation? And there is a rotational equivalent. So the kinetic energy will be angular momentum square by 2 times of moment of inertia. So 2ik will be equal to L square. Therefore, L will be root of 2ki. So K is basically energy over here. So therefore, L will be equal to root of 2EI over here. Root of 2EI is L. That is option number D. Yes, that is correct. Okay, so this was angular momentum is root 2 EI. because they have used the symbol for kinetic energy as E instead of K. So if you want, you can stick to that same symbol right from beginning. Yes, this energy will be like this, 2E and I. Okay, cool. Let's proceed to the next question. Very straightforward it was. What would be the maximum height reached by a body if the projected vertically from the surface of Earth of radius r with a speed half the escape velocity? Now try to recollect escape velocity formula. It was root of 2 to gr, or you can also write it as root of 2 gm, root of 2 gm by r. That was the formula. Is that right, everyone? Okay. Now, your speed is half that of this speed. So, your actual speed is escape speed by 2. So, that means 1 by 2 root of 2 gm by r. Root 2 will cancel. So, v will be nothing but root of gm by 2r. So, that is the actual speed of projection with a velocity equal to half of that of the escape speed. Now, let's understand the question. From the surface of the earth, from the surface of the earth, you are throwing this body with this velocity of v. Obviously, it will go up and it will eventually stop somewhere. It will stop somewhere, and this is the question. What would be the maximum height reached? So the question is, what is this particular height? Okay, this is the question. Obviously, you have to use energy conservation. You can't use kinematics because this speed is large. The gravitational value will change, and kinematics is only valid when acceleration is constant. Okay, so what is the initial energy? So the total kinetic plus potential energy initially will be the total kinetic plus potential energy finally. Conserve energy. Initially, the kinetic energy will be half mass into velocity square, which is root of gm by 2r, root of gm by 2r whole square. Potential energy will be negative minus gmm divided by r. You are on the surface, so from the center, the separation is r. This is equal to, when you reach on the top, at the topmost point, you stop, so kinetic energy is 0. Potential energy will be minus gmm by r plus h. R plus h. Why? Because the separation will be r plus that h, which is r plus h. Okay, so let's see what is this. So first of all, this will be nothing but the root symbol will go away. So gmm by 2 into 2 is 4, 4r minus gmm by r is equal to negative gmm by r plus h. Now gmm will cancel. So 1 by 4r minus 1 by r is equal to negative 1 by r plus h. Forgetting that minus sign by multiplying by negative 1 on both sides. So 1 by r plus h will be 1 by r minus 1 by 4r. 1 minus 1 by 4 is 3 by 4. So 3 by 4r is nothing but 1 by r plus h. So taking reciprocal, r plus h is 4r divided by 3, which means h is 4r by 3 minus r, which is r by 3. So h is r by 3, which is option number D. Yes, that is correct. So simple energy equation was needed. Next, number 2, escape velocity formula is needed, and you need to realize it is half. So you will write it in that gm by r form. Then it becomes easier to solve. These are mock tests. These are not necessarily PYQs. They are based on the PYQ models, meaning similar questions are expected based on the past trends. Same type of questions have been asked in the previous years. That is why the series is also called, today's lecture is also called most expected questions or high weightage questions, right? So from high weightage topics, these questions are being asked. Okay, a charge is placed at the corner of a cube. The electric flux through the shaded face. I don't know whether you are able to see the shaded face. So basically, this is the shaded face. This is the shaded face. And the question is, what is the electric flux through that? Now, you cannot solve this problem just by this single cube, because you are at the corner, and realize that electric flux will be traveling in all possible directions. Like, one electric field line will go like this, another electric field line will go like this, another electric field line will go like this, then another field line will go like this, another field line will go like this, another field line will go like this. So it's going in all the possible directions. It's going here also, it's going here also, it's going down also, it's going back also, everywhere it is going. So to solve the problem in a much better way, what you do is basically construct more cubes. Yes, construct more cubes, and I'll tell you how. It's not that difficult. Just hold on a second. Okay, so this was our original cube. This was our original cube. Is that right? Gray is the hidden part, which is behind, which you cannot see. Okay, think of it like that. Gray is that hidden part which you cannot see. Okay, now our charge, our charge is kept over here. Construct more cubes so that there is some kind of symmetry. In fact, put, just look at this, put 7 more cubes around it and even below it. So it will look something like this now. It will look something like this now. Then this, then this, then this, then even the one behind this, and going like this, then going like this, then going like this, okay, like this, and here also, go till here, like this, then like this, three, and like this. So these are the cubes that you'll have to think of. Now are you able to visualize? There is a big cube. There is a big cube of side length 2 units instead of 1 unit. And there are 8 cubes now. Can you see there are totally 8 cubes? Are you able to visualize those 8 cubes, my dear students? Yes, can you see those 8 different cubes? Very good. Now, what will happen is, if you consider any one face of that bigger cube, any one face of that bigger cube, the flux through the face of that big cube, because there are 6 such faces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This will be 1/6 of the total flux by that particular charge, which I know is nothing but Q by epsilon naught. Is that right? Now, after this, realize that if you take only this particular face, so the flux through that shaded area, through that shaded area, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 such areas are there. That is 1/4 of this, the flux through the face of that particular big cube. So it is 1/4 of this number, which is Q by 6 epsilon naught, which means it will be Q by 24 epsilon naught. Is this absolutely clear, everyone? Yep. So the answer will be basically 24. Yes, the answer will be Q by 24 epsilon naught. So you have to visualize. These kind of questions are very common in Gauss's law, where either the charge is at the center or the charge is at the corner. So these kind of questions are very much expected. Moving on to the next one. Statement-based questions are also very common. For a particle performing SHM, its speed decreases as it goes away from the mean position. Let's understand whether it is true or not for a SHM actually. So if you consider a simple harmonic motion, something like this, where this is your mean position and we are considering a particle which is moving away from the mean position. That means it is like this. Yes, here the speed is maximum. Here the speed is maximum. Here the speed gradually reduces till it stops over here. Here it has maximum speed. Definitely, this statement 1 is correct. Do you agree with this statement? Statement 1 is definitely correct. What about statement 2? In SHM, the acceleration is always opposite to the velocity. Is that the case? Let's find out. See, when you're going here, your velocity is like this. When you're coming back, your velocity is like this. Then when you cross the mean position, the velocity is like this. And then when you are again coming back, your velocity is like this. Here, basically, you turn around, and you continue your journey. But acceleration is always directed towards the mean position. Acceleration is always directed towards the mean position. Sometimes acceleration is opposite, sometimes acceleration is in the same direction. Opposite, same direction. So that means using the word always is wrong. So statement 2 will be wrong. Statement 1 will be correct. So option number C is the right choice. Cool. Shall we proceed? Everybody understood? Okay. Whenever the speed will be increasing, velocity, acceleration, same direction. Whenever speed will be decreasing, acceleration, velocity, opposite direction. So definitely statement 2 is wrong. Moving to the next one. There is a charged shell, radius r, which carries a charge at the, a charge totally q. If you take a point inside the shell, the field and the potential will be zero, non-zero constant, proportional, non-zero constants. Okay. So we know this actually, standard formula. If you take a shell and that particular shell is charged like this, if the shell is charged particularly like this, then everywhere inside the electric field is zero. Outside, the electric field is inversely proportional to r square. Similarly, if you talk about the potential outside is inversely proportional to r, but inside the potential is just a constant which is not zero. So that is how the equations look like. So when you are inside, the field is zero, but potential is a non-zero constant, which is B for IIT Bombay. If it was outside, it is inversely proportional to r square and inversely proportional to r for field and potential respectively. Cool? Yes, it is option B for IIT Bombay. Moving to the next one. There is a wire having some resistance at this temperature, having another resistance at another temperature. What's the temperature coefficient of silver in general? Okay, so the logic behind it goes like this. RT will be R naught 1 plus alpha delta T. That's it. This is the formula. This is the resistance at temperature T, which means let's say 27. How much is it? Not 27, 2.7. 2.7. Original resistance is 2.1. 1 plus alpha, I do not know. Change in the temperature is 100 minus 27.5. That's it. Everything is known to you. So 27 by 21 is 1 plus alpha into 100 minus 27.5. That is going to be 72.5, my dear students. You can also cancel this with 3. It goes with 3 7 times. This goes with 3 9 times. So this will be 72.5 into alpha is 9 by 7 minus 1, which is 2 by 7, which is 72.5 alpha. So alpha will be 2 by 7 into 72.5. Just check it out. How much does it come out to be approximately? And you should get the answer close to B option. Yes, you should get the answer close to B option. Is that okay? Very good. Sir, if E is 0, then why is E not 0? Please explain. So, see, my dear students, there is a formula. I don't know whether you remember it. The electric field is always negative dV by dr. Negative dV by dr. So think about it. If voltage is constant, if voltage is constant, only then will the electric field be zero, because the derivative of a constant is zero. That is mathematical explanation. The other physics explanation will be when you have a high voltage versus a low voltage location, the electric field always goes from high voltage to the low voltage perpendicular to the equipotential lines. So imagine a place where everywhere there is going to be same voltage, same voltage. What will you do then? Electric field can't go to anywhere. That is the reason why electric field is zero. So that's why when voltage is constant, field is going to be zero. Is this clear? Very good, Pranav. All right, perfecto. Let's move ahead. Okay. Can I know who is sending emojis with me? My goodness. Okay, crazy. Let's move on to the next one. In a AC voltage, this much voltage is applied in LCR circuit. Current is this much. The average power is how much? Now, is there a formula that we know? I think we know it. The average power is nothing but VRMS IRMS into cos of the phase difference. Now, what is RMS? Now, please remember, 20 volts is not RMS, it is a peak value. So, RMS is the maximum by root 2, 20 by root 2. IRMS is maximum current divided by root 2. Cos phi, what is the phase difference? This is sine 200 pi t, 200 pi t plus pi by 3. So, pi by 3 is the phase difference. So, this will become 200, 20 into 10 is 200, root 2 into 2 is 2. Cos of 60, pi by 3 is 60, is nothing but half. So 100 by 2, that's going to make it 50. Is 50 there? Yes, option D, that is the correct answer. 50 watts is the answer. Got it, my dear warriors? How to do this question? Shall we go ahead? Yep. Okay, let's move on. A capacitor blocks dash and an inductor blocks dash kind of current. AC, DC, AC, DC. Come on, think which option will be the correct option out of this. If you talk about the reactance of a capacitor, it is 1 by omega C. If you talk about the reactance of an inductor, it is omega n. So, when omega is 0, XL will be 0. Omega is 0 means it is DC. But when omega is large, that means it is AC, XL will also be large. That means an inductor will block what kind of current? It does not allow AC, or rather, I would say it resists AC. So an inductor blocks AC current. But over here, you will see when omega is very, very large, that means it is basically AC current. When it is basically AC current, your XC, denominator is large, so XC will be basically small. It will allow AC, but when omega becomes very, very negligible, it is not having any frequency, then it is basically DC current. When omega is 0, the resistance of the capacitor becomes very, very large. Hence, a capacitor with a low frequency, meaning DC, where the current is constant roughly, so it will block it by providing very high resistance. So capacitor blocks DC. So capacitor will block DC and inductor will block AC current. That is the answer. D for IIT Delhi, correcto? Sir, can we say inductor opposes growing or dying current which happens in AC? Yes, Priyanshu. Any change is what inductor does not like. Inductor is an inertial property of an electrical circuit. It wants to do whatever was happening. Okay, it does not like changes. Capacitor is not like that. Capacitor is very okay for changes. What it does not like is a constant thing. Capacitor is like that person who gets bored easily. If every day same teacher is coming, every day same topic is being taught, every day same food is being served in the lunch break, capacitor will be like, I don't like it. I want every day different. One day I want this, one day I want that, one day I want, I like changes. Inductor is like, I don't like changes. Every day I want to do the same thing. I want to get up at the same time. I want to eat idli sambar only every day. Capacitor wants idli sambar, then once it wants dosa, then it wants pongal, then it wants, idiyappam. So it wants changes. That's how it is. Okay. Magnetizing field produces magnetic flux density of 8 pi Tesla. Then the material is para, dia, ferro, non-magnetic. Very interesting. Okay. Let's see if you guys can answer this particular question. See, first of all, this is basically H, magnetizing field. Magnetic flux density, Weber per meter square, that is Tesla. So 8 pi Tesla. So this over here is nothing but the magnetic field. From this, I will get magnetic permeability, which is nothing but B by H, which is nothing but B by H. Everybody with me on this? Okay. Now what happens next? B value is given to be 8 pi. Okay. H value is given to be 2 into 10 to the power 3. 8 by 2 is 4. 4 pi into 10 to the power negative 3. What is permeability? Permeability, we all know, we can write it down like this, because relative permeability is permeability by permeability of free space. So mu technically can be written down as mu relative into mu naught. What is mu naught? What is mu naught? It is 4 pi into 10 to the power 7. Is that right? 4 pi into 10 to the power 7. So what is that relative permeability going to be? What is that relative permeability going to be? 4 pi and 4 pi cancelled. You have 10 to the power minus 3 here. Here you have 10 to the power 7, which is coming below. So what will this become? Technically, this will become 10 to the power minus 10. It is now coming out to be an extremely small positive value. What is this? What is this going to be? Come on, my dear students. What is this? Yes, 10 to the power minus 10. What kind of material has a very small positive value? Very small relative permeability. Yes, very small relative permeability, less than 1. It has to be a diamagnetic material. Got it? But this is not susceptibility. Don't get confused. In fact, if you try to find susceptibility, the susceptibility, yes, which is relative permeability minus 1, that will come out to be negative. That means it is a diamagnetic material. It is going to be a diamagnetic material. Yes, susceptibility will be negative, because if you subtract this minus 1, it will be negative. Okay, I think the answer marked here is wrong. It should be diamagnetic. Okay, definitely not ferro. All right, moving on to the next question coming up on your screen. Here it is. Yeah. Thermal physics will have a lecture. Don't worry. If possible, whenever, maybe in today's or tomorrow's time. Yeah, we'll definitely try to conduct that. Okay, shall we go ahead to the next question? What is the dimensional formula of mutual induction? Don't Google it, don't by heart it, don't try to remember it also. You have to derive it on the spot. How do I do it? Think about it. Mutual induction. Is there a way to remember that particular formula? I think we can do this. Energy is half Li square, right? And this is basically L, which is also like mutual induction dimensionally. This is current, this is energy. So why not think of L to be 2 times energy divided by I square. And L dimensional formula is same as the dimensional formula of mutual inductance. 2 is dimensionless, U is energy, U is nothing but energy. The dimensional formula of energy is m raised to 1, L raised to 1, sorry, L raised to 2, T raised to minus 2. Whole thing divided by current. Current is basically ampere, so ampere raised to 2. So this will become basically m raised to 1, L raised to 2, T raised to minus 2, A raised to minus 2. Is such an option there somewhere? Yes, I can see it as option B. Yep, that is the correct answer. That is the correct answer. Very easily you can do it. Nikhil, my brain ain't working at all. Don't worry. You can outsource your brain working today to me and all the amazing students out here. Just see what we are doing. Just go with the flow. Don't think too much. Sir, I'm not able to think which formula to use. What is happening? Oh my God, I forgot this formula. Don't panic. Chill. Coolly watch what sir is doing. See what others are saying, the doubts. Just coolly learn. Then what you can do is do the same questions after the class is over. See how much you are able to retain. See how much you are able to do. Even if you solve these mock tests na every day, trust me. Okay, you don't want to watch live, you feel that it is a time waste, don't watch live. Just watch it as quick bites, quick revision types. Fine, no issues with that. But make sure you're solving all these questions again on your own, especially the ones which you had difficulty in, or which you had no clue about, or which you felt, sir, I did almost most of the things, but last step I did a mistake, or first step I was not able to think, sir. Rest things I got. So try to do those again. Okay, moving on. Next question. When the number of turns per unit length of a solenoid is doubled, what happens to the self-inductance? Again, a common weightage topic, highly important topic. Solenoid, all these things, mutual inductance, self-inductance, every time you will see. Now, the self-inductance of a solenoid is given by mu naught n square A L. So the inductance is proportional to the number of turns per unit length square. So obviously speaking, if this has been doubled, so the inductance will be made 4 times. That is option A. Yep. So if you double n square will be made 4 times. So LHS has to also balance it proportionately by becoming 4 number of times. Yes, option A, very good. Priyanshu, Ritvik, Pari, Liza, yes, correct. SB Prithvi, Tarshan, awesome, 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 awesome. Moving on to the next question on your screen. Wow, we have got a transformer related question. The turns ratio primary to secondary is this much. The input power is this much. Voltage is also this much. What is the secondary current they have asked? Okay, let's think about it. First of all, let's do like this. Number of turns in the primary, number of turns in the secondary is voltage in the primary, voltage in the secondary. Okay. What is the turns ratio? 100 in the primary, 1 in the secondary. Primary voltage is 2000. Secondary voltage, I do not know. So from this, what do I get the secondary voltage as? V2 will be 2000 divided by 100. Two zeros cancel, so it will become 20 volts. So voltage in the secondary is 20 volts. Now I know one more thing, that whatever power is there in the input is also there on the secondary side. There is no loss generally in transformers, which are basically going to be ideal. And when it is not mentioned, always assume it as an ideal transformer. Always assume the transformers to be ideal when not mentioned, because practically also the efficiency of transformers even after losses is around 98-99%. Yeah, efficiency is around 98-99%, so it is good enough to be an ideal transformer. So input power is how much? 800 watts. Output power, I don't know how much it is. I mean, it will be 800, but in terms of voltage and current, it will be V2 into I2. But V2 is 20. So therefore, I2 will be 800 by 20, which is 80 by 2, which is 40 amperes. So 40 amperes is B. IT Bombay, let's check it out. Yes, that is the correct answer. No, it is not C. It is not D. It is not A. It is B option, my dear warriors. Perfecto, perfecto. Let's move to the next question on your screen. A single slit diffraction experiment. Light of wavelength is used and the first minimum is observed at 30 degrees angle. The width of the slit is how much? And there is a formula. Sine theta is nothing but n times lambda by A. This is the formula. This is the formula that you get. And here, this is for basically for minima, diffraction minima, diffraction minima. Now, it is clearly mentioned it is the first minima. So, n is 1. Lambda 600 nanometer. A is the slit width. Sine of theta. Theta is also mentioned. Sine 30 degrees. Okay. Sine 30 is half. So, it will be 600 nanometers by A. So therefore, A will be 2 times of 600 nanometers, which is 1200 nanometers, which is 1.2 into 10 to the power 3. Nano is 10 to the power minus 9. So it will be 1.2 into 10 to the power minus 6, which is 1.2 micrometer. Is it there? Because I saw all the answers in micro. That is why I was tempted to do that conversion, or else I could have left it in nanometers also. So 1.2 micrometer is option number A. That is correct. You should know this formula. If you don't know it, you can't proceed. Diffraction based questions are usually very, very straightforward. Many people leave it off thinking it is a difficult topic. Yeah, it is difficult to if you go very deep, but if you do it from the surface, which is what is required for mains, it's more than enough. What is the next question? When photons fall on a surface, the photoelectrons are ejected. The work function is h nu naught. Then maximum kinetic energy is how much? When photons of energy hc by lambda fall on a metallic surface, photoelectrons are ejected. If the work function of the surface is h nu naught, then what do you say about it? Well, energy of the photons is hc by lambda. The work function is phi, plus you have the kinetic energy which is there. Okay. What else is there? Then maximum kinetic energy is, I think, asked, or minimum kinetic energy is also asked. So if you ask me the maximum kinetic energy, it will be hc by lambda minus phi, which means it is hc by lambda minus h nu naught. That's the maximum kinetic energy. Maximum kinetic energy is hc by lambda minus h nu naught. Yes, I can see this. Maximum kinetic energy is this. No. Next, I can also see one more option being correct. See, not all the electrons have the same kinetic energy. You will have kinetic energy which is minimum, which is 0. Some electrons will have slightly more, some will have even more, some will have even more, and there will be a electron with maximum kinetic energy. In fact, I will say that there is a range of kinetic energies. There is a range of kinetic energies which is possible. So the minimum kinetic energy of the electron is 0 is also correct. I think by mistake this was supposed to be two options correct question. So it has come over here. Even this is correct and even this is correct. Okay, both A and C are correct. Sometimes you do get such questions also, like it will be mentioned 1 and 2 are correct, 3 and 4 are correct, 1, 2, 3 are correct, all of them are correct. So that is how you can get multiple correct option questions even in JEE mains. Yeah, A and C both are going to be correct. Very good. Awesomeness. Let's move to the next question. The drift speed, wow, drift speed questions are also very common, of free electrons is V when current is I. If both the radius and the current are doubled, both the radius and the currents are doubled, then the drift speed will be. Well, you know which is the most famous company right now, most valued company right now because of artificial intelligence? No, it's not Apple. It is Nvidia. And the graphics card company now into artificial intelligence, making those chipsets. So current is Nvidia, the most valued company in the entire world. Yes, it is not even Apple. Yep. So observe this now carefully. When the current and the radius both are doubled. Oh, by the way, area, I need to take care of it. So VD will be I divided by NEA. So I by NE, area is pi r square. So that is your drift velocity. Okay, so now current is doubled, radius is doubled, but the square of it. So technically, numerator is 2 times, denominator is 4 times. So you have made it half times. So the drift speed will become half of the previous value, which is B for IIT Bombay. That's how you will proceed. A over here stands for area. N is the free carrier charge density, E is the charge, VD is drift speed, I is the current. Okay, so there we go. Next question coming up on your screen. Which particular gate, logic gate is this? Which particular logic gate is this particular diagram. Come on, my dear students. First of all, you can see if this is A, this is a NOT gate. So this is A bar. If this is B, this is B bar. This is just A. This is going here. This is B. So this is which gate? Think about it. This is an AND gate. Even this is a AND gate. And then this is a OR gate. Okay. So what I should get over here is A bar dot B. Here I should get A dot B bar. Then there is a OR operation. So our final output, our final output, our final output is a OR of this and this. So it is A bar dot B plus A dot B bar. A dot B bar. OR means you have to put plus. Is there a way to simplify this? Is there a way to simplify this? Yeah, you can use De Morgan's principle and all of that. But believe me, this equation, actually you should know it by heart, that this is always for a XOR gate. You can also do it by the truth table. The truth table will look something like this. This is A, this is B, this is Y, for example. 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. The output will be 0 0 over here. This will be 1 over here. So that is how the output will look like, even if you do it via the truth table method. XOR means exclusive OR. Only when they are different it will show high output or 1. When they are same, then it will show 0. That is exclusive OR. Both are wrong or both are correct will be false. One of them is right and wrong, then it is going to be true. Yes, we'll be having continuous mock tests and revision series going on till the 22nd. Yep, that will continue. Shall we proceed to the next one? Coming up on your screen, here it is. XOR gate, yeah, perfect. The equation state corresponding to 8 grams of oxygen, assuming ideal gas equation. This is very laddu question. This is very laddu question. Come on, think about it. No, these are not PYQs, Deepak. These are based on PYQs. Some of them accidentally might be PYQs, but because these days the question bank has gone so huge. Just imagine every year around 500, 700 questions are made. So in the last 5-6 years, I mean, there are some 4-5,000 questions which are just made in JEE mains, right? And if you include all the last 40-year papers, then there are easily some 10-15,000 questions which are easily available extra. So out of 10-15,000 questions, whatever happens will be either very similar or one of them. How many more new questions will you get, right? Yeah, the answer for this is obviously B, because 8 grams of oxygen, the number of moles is 8 by 32, which is 1 by 4. So PV being nRT, N is basically 1 by 4. So hence that is this answer. All right, let's move to the next question coming up on your screen. Here it is. Hold on. A tuning fork arrangement produces 4 beats. Okay, with 1 fork of frequency, this much, a little wax is applied on the unknown fork. Standard question, producing 2 beats. The frequency of the unknown fork is. So let's assume few things. Known tuning fork, do I know? Known tuning fork is of 288 hertz. Now there are two options for the unknown. For the unknown tuning fork, there are two possibilities, because when the beat frequency is 4, either it can be 288 plus 4, which will make it 292, or 288 minus 4, which is 284. Both are correct, because the difference will be 4 hertz. Because the difference will be of 4 hertz. Now, the second part is, if you apply wax, what happens? It becomes heavy, so it will not vibrate so fast. So it will become less frequency. So if it was 284, imagine this will go down even less. It might become like 283 or 282 or 281, like that. So what will happen to the beat frequency? The beat frequency, the beat frequency will increase, but it is clearly told the beat frequency reduces from 4 to 2. Here, on the other hand, if this 292 becomes 290, then the beat frequency, becomes less. It has gone down. So this is the only possibility which should be accepted, because if you take it as 284, the frequency will lower down, the gap will widen. So that is not what is seen in the second part of that experiment. The beat frequency has reduced, not increased. Hence, the answer should be 292 hertz. So that's how you do it. Remember, for beat questions, with one information, you can never find the unknown frequency. Always some second information will be given, because modulus of the frequency's difference is beat frequency. When you have modulus, remember there are two options, two possibilities, x1 minus x2 or x2 minus x1. So you have to consider both, and with the second experiment you eliminate one of them and then decide what is true. Zener diode breakdown voltage is 10 volts. As voltage regulator, as shown in the figure, the current through the Zener diode is how much? The Zener diode breakdown voltage is 10 volts, which means this would be 10 volts, the voltage difference between these points. This point is here, which is also connected to this resistor. This point is like connected with a wire, which is like this one. So this is also going to be 10 volts. Okay, perfect. The current in the Zener diode is asked. If you see over here, if I measure how much current is flowing through the 500 ohm resistor, it will be voltage divided by resistance. I is V by R. So it will be basically 1 by 50, but you can write it as 1000 by 50 milliamperes, which is 20 milliamperes. So 20 milliamperes is going here. If 10 volts is dropped here and 20 volt battery is given, obviously the remaining 10 volt will be dropped over here. So how much current will go over here? Think about it. That current in the 200 ohms will be voltage divided by resistance. 0, 0 cancels. So 1000 divided by 20 milliamperes, which is going to be 50 milliamperes. Perfect. Now look at this junction. Current enters in and exits in two directions. So 50, using Kirchhoff's current law, you can say 50 milliamperes distributes into one, the Zener diode, and the remaining over here, which is 20 milliamperes. So the current in the Zener diode will be 50 minus 20, which is 30 milliamperes. Just check this out. Yes, it is 30 milliamperes. So you had to understand that whatever voltage is there on the Zener is also on the resistor because of potentials. Once you know the voltage here, you can find the current here. You can't directly find the current here, so you need this current. Again, you use Ohm's law here. Then you come back to Kirchhoff's current law. So multiple concepts are there. Kirchhoff's laws, Zener diode application, voltage application, Ohm's law application, all the concepts in one single question. Yeah. Okay. I hope this is absolutely clear. Let's move to the next question on your screen. Okay, this question you have to do it as homework. Paste the answer in the comment section after the lecture is over. You will be getting the PDF with the solution as well as the answer key. Moving on to the integer type of question coming up on your screen. Okay. If you did not catch that question, just take a screenshot. Okay. Or you can pause the video, solve it, and then paste the answer in the comments after the video ends. Moving on to the next one. Integer type 5 questions. Family uses 8 kilowatts of power. Direct solar energy is falling on the surface. Average rate of 200 watt per square meter. 20% is energy which is useful as electrical energy. How much area is needed? Okay. Now see, there is some light falling. Out of that, only 20% is useful. And how much area is needed to supply that 8 kilowatt? So the family needs 8 kilowatt, that means 8000 watts. basically. But whatever the family needs, that is actually that is actually 20% of the solar energy of the solar energy. That is only 20% of that solar energy, because whatever energy from sun comes, only 20% is converted into useful energy for that family, which means this is 20 by 100 into the solar power. So how much will be exactly the solar power? 100 divided by 20 into this 8,000, right? This will go 5 times. 8 5s are 40. So 40,000 watts is what you will need. 40,000 watts is what you will need. Now, what else is there? Family uses solar energy is falling on the surface. Okay. Now it is given that the solar energy which falls is 200 watts per square meter. Is 200 watts per square meter. So think about it. Whatever this solar power is there, if you divide this with the area, if you divide it with the area which is needed, you will get the power density, the solar power density, and that is what is already given to me. 200 watt per meter square will be equal to this number, which is 40, which is basically 40,000 watts, the whole thing divided by the area in meter square which will be needed, with the area which will be needed. So how much will that area be? Come on, my dear warriors, it is 40,000 divided by 200. Yes, 400 divided by 2. So I think it is 200 meter square. 200 meter square is the answer. Correct. Perfect. It's actually not even a physics question if you think about it. This can be even a 10th standard question. I mean, somebody who understands how these units work and how the unitary method works, the ratio proportions work, that person will be able to solve it. Yeah, that potential difference is 10 across the two. How did I immediately tell that? Okay, I'll tell you how I immediately told it. See, this circuit, tell me one thing. Isn't this the same as, isn't this the same as this circuit? Or even for that matter, this circuit, tell me, is there any difference between this and this? No, right? These two are in parallel and their combination is in series. So now think, if this battery is of 20 volts, correct? And I know over here 10 volts is lost. So the remaining 10 volts must be lost over here, correct? So if this total is 20, this much is 10, this will be 10. If this is 5, this will be 15. If this is 1, this will be 19. Correct? So that's how I was able to tell it. Is that okay? Lawrence, definitely I'll come back over there. All right, moving on to the next question. This is a question on optics, ray optics. Find the location of the image over here. Well, first of all, which side is positive? This side is positive, this side is negative. Object distance is negative 15 centimeters. Radius of curvature, because center is here, the radius of curvature is plus 30 centimeters. First refractive index is given, second is also given. So just start using this formula. Mu2 by V minus mu1 by U is mu2 minus mu1 divided by R. Refractive index in the second medium is 1.5. Image distance not known. First refractive index is 1. Object distance is negative 15. Mu2 minus mu1 means 1.5 minus 1. Radius is 30. Okay. So 1.5 is nothing but 3 by 2. Minus minus is plus. So this is plus 1 by 15 is equal to 1.5 minus 1 is 0.5. 0.5 is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 into 1 by 30 is 1 by 60. So 3 by 2v is 1 by 60 minus 1 by 15. LCM is 60. So this is 3 by 2v. So this will be 1 minus 15 into 4 times is 60. So which will make it minus 3 by 60. So therefore v will be equal to 3 by 2 multiplied by 60 with negative sign by 3 over here. 60 goes on the top, 3 comes below, v goes on the top. So 2 goes with 60, 30 times, 3 will cancel. So it should be minus 30 centimeters. So just check this out. Answer is 30 centimeters on the negative side. So the question was basically just locate the image distance. So we have got the answer. Okay, fair enough. You have to remember these formulas. Refractive index on the curved surface, very important formula. No, it is not minus 20, it is minus 30. Be careful. The equivalent resistance between A and B is something R by 3. What is that something? You know what? This kind of circuits are always going to be Wheatstone. Whenever you see three resistors in a line, one resistor across two of them and another resistance across other two of them, they always form a Wheatstone. Observe this how. This is A, okay, then one resistor here, one resistor here, then this resistor here, this resistor here, this resistor here, like this is B, this is R, this is 2R, this is 3R, this is 6R, and this is 9R. Yep, that is how it always becomes. It always becomes a Wheatstone, and this one is pretty much useless, so don't even bother about it. So now we basically have two resistors on the top and two resistors below, which becomes the equivalent circuit. So this is 2R, this is 6R, this is R, and this is 3R. This is a balanced Wheatstone, 1 is to 3, 1 is to 3. Ratio is 1 is to 3. That's why it is a balanced circuit. This is a balanced Wheatstone. Understand that. This is a balanced Wheatstone. That's the reason why we could ignore this in the first place. So R plus 3R is just going to make it 4R, and 2R plus 6R is going to just make it 8R. Both of them are in parallel. So the equivalent resistance will be 4R multiplied by 8R divided by 4R plus 8R. 8 4s are 32, R divided by 12, which is divided by 4. This will be 3, and divided by 4, this is 8. So 8R by 3. 8R by 3 should be the answer. So the value of the unknown variable X will be 8. Yes, the answer is correct. It is 8. Got it, everyone? Very good. So that's how the integer questions are, my dear warriors. Don't get scared by it. You just have to, shoot without knowing where the actual path is or where the actual door is. Okay, you have to shoot calculatedly. Calculative is calculations are very important. If you randomly do the guesswork, you will not hit the right spot. Okay, moving on to the next one. A diatomic gas, rigid molecules, does this much work when expanded at constant pressure. What would be the heat energy absorbed by the gas in this process? The process is already mentioned that it is isobaric process. The work done is given. The work done is the diatomic gas does 10 joules of work. It is plus 10 because the molecules are doing the work. The gas, the system is doing work. Okay. The question is how much is the heat? Now the work done formula is P delta V, which can be also written down as NR delta T. So therefore, NR delta T is technically 10 joules. Now coming back to the heat. Heat absorbed or released in an isobaric process is NCP delta T. NCP delta T, and Cp for a diatomic gas is 7R by 2. 7R by 2 delta T. So this can be written down as 7 by 2 into NR delta T. But I already know the value of NR delta T. which is nothing but 10. So 10 by 2 is 5, 7 5s are 35. So 35 joules is the heat. So this was very interesting that you just had to know what is nr delta T, and you can directly put it here without knowing the moles or without knowing the change of temperature. So this substitution is that trick. And usually it comes in these processes where heat is given, work is given, change in internal energy is asked, change in internal energy is given, heat is asked, and all these combinations for any of the processes can come. Not just isobaric, it can come from isochoric, adiabatic, isothermal, anything. So you should know how to tackle them. This is the trick for it. Yes, 35 joules is the answer. Next, there is a vessel with half of it with mu, other half with 1.5 mu. The apparent depth is 50% of the actual depth. Okay, let's understand what is exactly happening over here. So there is a vessel like this, and this half and this half, this is mu, this is 1.5 mu, this is d by 2, this is d by 2. If there is an observer from the top, the observer finds that the base has been shifted here, so exactly at half the distance. So the question is, you have to basically find the value of the refractive index. What is the logic behind this? I mean, which formula will you use? So there is a formula for apparent depth, and it goes like this. It is actual depth divided by mu. But when there are multiple layers of liquids, you will have a summation over here. All the liquids, actual depth by mu, that is what is going to come. Mu is basically the refractive index over here. Now, because this surface should come over here, because you see that the vessel is just 50%, meaning the apparent depth is itself d by 2 from the top surface. This is equal to first liquid, actual depth is d by 2, refractive index is 1.5 mu. Next surface, actual depth is d by 2, refractive index is mu. If there are more layers, more terms will come over here. Got it? If there are more layers, more terms will come over here. D will cancel. So 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 2. 1.5 is 3 by 2 times of mu plus 1 by 2 mu. 2 cancel. So 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 3 mu plus 1 by 2 mu. Okay. So the LCM will be nothing but 3 and 2 is nothing but 6. So 6 mu. So this is 2 plus 3. Next, 6 mu 6 mu will be 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 into 2, which is basically 10. So 6 mu is 10. So mu is 10 by 6, which is 5 by 3, which is basically 5 by 3. So that is the answer over here. Yeah. So 1.67, which is also 5 by 3. Perfect. So 5 by 3, which is 1.666 recurring, which is also 1.67. Correct. Got it? Everyone, how to solve this particular question? Okay. Awesome, awesome. Moving on to the next one. Okay, this was the last question. Now chemistry will start. After that, you will have mathematics. And remember, if you still want help in certain chapters, sir, I'm not satisfied with YouTube. I need that extra content. I need something more. I need the DPPs. I need the test series. The Crash is on sale in English, available for you, specially designed for 2025. The fresh classes, make the best use of it. It's at a discounted rate. You also have the test series, which is there, test series for your mains and advanced. That link is also there in the description box. Okay, I want everybody to solve the homework and paste the answer in the comments. Chemistry is going to start now. I'll just call up Diksha ma'am and just see.
Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Hi guys, welcome to Vedantu J English. I'm Diksha Kaushal, your chemistry master teacher, and now let us start the chemistry part. Okay, so everybody, are you ready for chemistry part? Everybody in the comment section, let me know. Is my voice clear to you? Am I audible? Am I visible? So that we can start with the chemistry part. Everybody, Array, no break needed. Okay, no break needed. Simple questions we have. Right, let's finish chemistry. After that, let's finish maths. And after that, you can obviously have 1 or 2 hour of break. Right? Okay. Yes, everybody. Everybody, if you're ready for chemistry section, then green hearts in the comment section so that we can start with the chemistry without wasting even a single minute. Okay, yes, I can't see the energy in the comment section. Where is that energy? Everyone, where is that energy? I can't see that. I can't say, I think I have gone blind or what? I can't see your energies, right? Shantanu, I definitely know I'm an Indian, but I know I have eyes. It's just the problem. I have eyes, and that's why I can see that the name of this channel is Vedantu J English, English. So that means I have to speak in English, right? So I think that is clear to you. So common sense needed, right? Okay, yes. So everybody, let us start the session. Let us start the session. Now, the first question on your screen, I want all you guys to answer this, right? Solve it yourself also. After that, I'm going to explain you also, right? So, the target is, it's 12:34, right? The target is to complete it by 1:30 or 2, right? Okay, maximum we will take it up to 2 p.m., right? Okay, so that is our target for today. Now, the freezing point of benzene decreases by 0.45 degrees Celsius. That means they are telling you delta TF, right? Delta TF is already given to you. This is delta TF that is given to you. Just a minute. Okay, first of all, let us write what is given to you. Delta TF is given to you, right? When 0.2 gram of acetic acid, that means W2 is also given to you, is added to 20 gram, that means W1, that is for solvent. Solvent is also given to you, weight of solute is also given to you. If acetic acid associates to form dimer in benzene, and this is a case of association, then they are asking the percentage association, Kf is also given to you. So basically what you have to do here, right, with this particular formula, delta Tf is equals to IKF. What is the value of molality? Molality is number of moles of solute. Number of moles means W2 by M2, right, multiplied by weight of that means divided by weight of solvent. If all of them are in grams, so answer will be multiplied by 1000. So here you will calculate the, because you know the value of delta TF, we know the value of KF, we know the value of W2, M2, it is given to us that it is acetic acid, so we can easily calculate the molecular mass of acetic acid. W1 is also given to us, 1000 is digit only, so answer will be, first you have to calculate the value of Van Hoff factor from here. After that you will put this. Okay, yes everybody, yes everybody in the comment section, yes everybody in the comment section, yes students, right? A. So many students are saying A is the correct answer. Let us see, let us see. Acha, firstly tell me what is the value of I here. What is the value of I here? How you calculate the value of I? I is equals to delta TF. This will be I is equals to delta TF divided by KF. Then it will be multiplied by W2 multiplied by 1000. This will be multiplied by M2 and then multiplied by W1. Right. So here just put the values. Here it is going to be 0.45. It doesn't matter, you don't need to convert it into Kelvin. Reason, because it is the change. Change will be same whether it's Kelvin or it's degree Celsius, right? M2, what is the value of M2 everybody? M2, everybody in the comment section, what is the value of M2? Shabash bachcho, what is the value of M2? Molecular mass of acetic acid. Calculate that and tell me the mass. CH3COOH, that means it is 2 into 12 plus it is 4 plus 6 plus 16 into 2. Okay, so answer will be 24 plus 4 plus 30 16 2, right? Okay, so answer will be, I think it will be 60. Okay, so answer will be 60, right? So here just put the value, it is 60 multiplied by what is W1. W1 is given to be 20, right? Then you have KF is given to be 5.1. It is in kilo, it is in Kelvin kilogram. Now it is in kilogram. Okay, it is in Kelvin kilogram, guys. Bacha, that is in Kelvin kilogram per mole, right? If you put the value, you will put the same thing only, right? So it will be 5.12 multiplied by what is W2. W2 is 0.2. Then what is the 1000? Okay. So just solve this and you will get the value of Bond Hoff factor. I want to see that in the comment section. What is the value of Bond Hoff factor, everybody? What is the value of Bond Hoff factor? What is the value of Bond Hoff factor? Everybody, have you calculated it? Right? Just calculate this. Okay, so it will be point will be cancelled. It will be 2, 3. Then you have 2, 5, 5, 9, right? 27. So also multiplied by 2 because it is 0, na? So it will be 10 here, right? So here it will be 270, na? 270 divided by 512. So it will be approximately equals to half, right? Approximately it will be equals to half. 0.5 you can say, approximately it is equals to half, so approximately it is 0.5, right? Okay, now after that you need to calculate the value of degree of dissociation. What is the relation between that, right? So let me just calculate this on the next page only, right? So here, till here we have calculated, right? Till here we have calculated the value of I, right? Now, after that, you can directly know the value of this I Bond Hoff factor and alpha, right? That will be equals to I equals to 1 minus alpha by 2, right? Okay, what is the value of N? N is basically you have 1 by 2 because two molecules are combining to make one molecule here. So N is 1 by 2. That is why it is alpha by 2, right? Because the value of N is 1 by 2, right? So here it is going to be 0.5, right, is equals to 1 minus alpha by 2. Just solve this value. Alpha by 2, 1 minus 0.5. 0.5 multiplied by 2, right? That is going to be the value of alpha, right? So it will turn out to be, I'm just taking it randomly, right? It will be something, let me see the options here, right? Options are exactly, so I'll just solve the exact value here, right? So it is 0.52, right? 0.52, it is 0.48, right? Multiplied by 2, right? So answer will be something 94%, right? Because 48 into 2, right? Something 90, right? So it will be 94.6. So answer will be A is the correct answer, right? So just you can solve this with the help of approximation also because it is not the exact answer here. You can see this is not 64, 80, 74. You don't have to solve the exact answer here because the difference in the options is very large. So you can just use the approximation. Okay, somewhat this will be the value, right? Okay, now next question is you have on treatment of 100 milliliter 0.1 molar solution of 0.1, this is molarity is given to you, right? Molarity is given to you of COCl3. This is based on Werner's theory. I'll just tell you the topic here so that you can understand what is happening here. So COCl3.6H2 with excess of AgNO3, this much of AgNO3 are precipitated, right? So basically we are given a hint on two things. One is how much amount of compound we have. Second is how much precipitate it is forming, right? Then they are asking you what is the formula, right? So formula will be answered if you know that how much for each single molecule, how much AgNO3 are precipitated out. If one AgNO3 is precipitated out, it means it is one Cl is outside, then the answer will be this. If two AgCl are, if two AgNO3 are precipitated out, that means it will be 2 Cl outside the bracket, right? If 3 Cl are precipitated, 3 AgNO3 are precipitated out, it means 3 Cl you will have. If no AgNO3 is formed, that means there will be C is the correct answer, right? So we will have to know how many AgCl will be precipitated out and how many moles you can say, right? Because here what is given to us, they have given you molarity. We know that molarity is equals to number of moles of solute divided by volume, right? Volume, if it is in liters, it will be multiplied by 1000. It will be multiplied by 1000. That is given to us. And what is given to us? With the, if we talk about milliliters, if I want to calculate the millimoles here, let's calculate the millimoles. Let's not multiply it by 1000. Okay, let's talk about millimoles, right? If you put molarity and this is number of moles, right, of solute, right, or you can say this is number of moles of compound, and this volume is in milliliters, then you will be able to calculate the millimoles, not the moles, millimoles, because here the volume is in milliliter, right? So you'll be able to calculate the millimoles, right? So the millimoles will be equals to molarity into volume in milliliters, right? So answer will be here, this will be molarity is 0.1 and this is volume is 100. So answer will be 10, right? So 10 COCl3.6H2O you have. Okay? 10 millimoles of this you have. Now here also you need to calculate the millimoles only. What is given to us? This much ions are precipitated. So what is the formula of number of moles? Number of moles, another formula from mole concept is number of moles is equals to given particles divided by Avogadro's number. Right, so given particle is given to be 1.2 into 10 raised to power 22 and Avogadro's number is 6.0 2 into 10 raised to power 23. Let's take it 6 only, right? Okay, so but now can you see this is the calculation of moles, right? We are calculating here millimoles. To calculate the millimoles, right? If I calculate moles, to calculate the millimoles, I'll have to multiply this by 1000, right? Okay, so let's multiply this by 1000 and solve this value. Let us see what you will get. 62. You can just say this will be point and this will be 10 over here. This will be approximately 6. This is 2. So it is 2. It is 10 raised to power. This is 22. This is 20, 25. And this is 24. So it will be 20. Right? Here also you are calculating the millimoles. Okay? Calculating the millimoles. Right? This is the moles of which thing? This is the moles of this compound, right? This is the moles of the compound, right? And this is the mole of precipitate. Now, we can see that for 10 millimoles, you have 20 precipitates, right? For 10 millimoles, right? You have 20 precipitate, 20 millimole of precipitate, right? That means for 1 millimole, you will have, or for one molecule, you will have 2 millimole of precipitate. That means each single compound is giving us 2 AgNO3, right? So that means 2 Cl will be outside the bracket, outside the coordination sphere, that I can see only in the A part. So answer will be A is the correct answer. Right? You can calculate with the help of moles also, but in the moles you have to convert this liters into this milliliters into liters. That will be the difference. Why I have calculated in millimoles? Because otherwise this thing will be in thousands, right? That's why to make the calculation easy, I have done it in millimoles. You can also do it moles, like totally your choice. But just remember, if you're calculating moles here, also calculate moles here. If you're calculating millimoles here, also calculate millimoles here. That means the parameter of comparison should be same. Okay, understood? Yes. Now this next question is, next is which of the following compounds will form significant amount of meta product during mononitration of the reaction, right? This is from amines chapter, right? Everybody, now let me know. If you talk about meta product, now this is a very, very interesting thing, because we know that aniline is not meta directing, right? Okay, aniline is not meta directing. Now can you tell me what is aniline? Aniline is having one lone pair here, so that means it is basically what it is doing. Whenever you have a atom on the benzene ring attached which has lone pairs, that means it is going to donate the electron into the benzene ring, it is going to show plus M effect, right? Plus M effect means always and always when you have plus mesomeric effect, right, electron donating mesomeric effect, it is going to be ortho para directing. But aniline here is also forming on nitration, on concentration NO3 and H2SO4, it is forming meta product, right? It is forming meta product, so answer is going to be D. But can you tell me the reason? Because reason they are also asked. Can you tell me the reason behind that? Can you tell me the reason, everybody? I'm waiting for the reason. Why it is so? Why it is forming compounds like this? Why it is forming compounds like this? NH2. Here also it is NH2. Meta is also not the major, but yes, it is approximately the major. It at meta position, when you have NO2, it is 47%, right? At ortho position, you have just 2%. Now we are left with how much? 51%. Na? So at para, you have 51%. Why? Even though aniline is not meta directing, why this is the thing, right? Yes, I'm waiting for your answers, right? Okay. Yes. So answer is going to be because this is a base, this is an acidic medium, and aniline is also a base. It's not a very strong base, but it is a base, right? As compared to NH4OH or NaOH, it is a weak base, but it is actually a base only. That means it wants to accept the proton, right? It wants to donate the proton. So what will happen? You will have the formation of NH3 positive, right? This is the thing that you will form, that will be formed, and this is anilinium ion. Now anilinium ion is meta directing. Can you tell me the reason? Yes, anilinium ion formation. Reason is because this anilinium ion, right? If you talk about this anilinium ion here, why it is meta directing? Because guys, this does not have any lone pairs, but it has electron deficiency. So it will take out electrons from this pi bond. It will show minus M effect. It will be meta directing. That is why approximately 47% of the aniline will be converted to anilinium ion, and thus it will have the formation of meta directing product. Otherwise, this ortho and para is formed from aniline only, right? Okay, that is why there is a mixture of these products. So answer is going to be D. Okay, now next question is, the products. The products obtained when chlorine gas reacts with cold and diluted aqueous NaOH are. When chlorine gas reacts with cold and diluted aqueous NaOH, guys. Chlorine gas, right? Yes, beta. Very, very warm noon. Very, very good afternoon, right? Yes, everybody. A, B, C, D. What is going to be the answer? Everybody in the comment section. Everybody in the comment section. A. Acha, A. Okay. You're very near to that, but you're very near to that. Kane, you are very near to that. So basically the products, when chlorine gas reacts with NaOH. So one hint I'll give you, that Cl negative is definitely formed. So these two are not the products. That means NaCl is formed here. Right? Rest of it is water is released here, right? Okay. One more product you have to answer. Because B and C are not the correct answer. Either D or A is the correct answer. Now you can just give me a random guess here, right? So Cl2 NaOH, it is going to give you which thing? B and C is not the correct answer. NaCl definitely formed. So what is formed here? NaOCl is formed here, right? NaOCl, that means OCl negative is the second product and rest is water. So answer is going to be D is the correct answer. D for dosa, ma'am, is the correct answer. Next, students, we have, next is pK of weak acid, right? pK of weak acid and pKb of weak base. Now, guys, they are asking about weak acid and weak base. And if you, I have just done equilibrium chapter, physical chemistry, full physical chemistry in 4 days is going on. I have completed thermodynamics, I have completed chemical ionic equilibrium, I have completed structure of atom and some basic concepts of chemistry, right? Okay, we are left with electrochemistry, solutions and chemical kinetics. So this part we have already done, right? So those students who have watched that lecture, they must know what is pH of weak acid and weak base. Yes, guys, just apply the formula, nothing else. Just apply the formula here. Yes, everybody, just apply the formula. D. Yes, everybody. Chalo. It is basically, you can say PKW, right? PKW divided by 2. That is nothing but it is basically like this, okay? It's totally your choice how you want to remember this. PKW plus PKA minus PKB, okay? Minus PKB. Now, pKw at when no temperature is given to you, that is always 14 only. So, that's why we also write this formula as 7 plus half pKa minus pKb. So, that is totally your choice how you want to remember this. I personally remember it like this. Half pKw plus pKa minus pKb. That is how I remember, because I feel this is easy as compared to this one. Because there are so many formulas of pH here, right? So, it will be pH. Once you know the formula of pH, everything else is simple only. So, it will be half. pKa is what? pKa, beta, pKa, where is pK? pK is 3.2 minus it is 3 point, wait a minute, pKb, है ना? So, okay. So, it will be minus subtracted, no? So, it will be 7 plus half. This is 0.2. So, it is going to be 7. This will minus. So, it will be minus 0.1. Okay. So, it will be minus 0.1. Everybody? Yes, everybody. It is going to be minus 0.1. So, answer is going to be 6.9. It is on the acidic side or the basic side? Yes, students, it is on the acidic side or the basic side. Just give me a minute. Let me just change my mic. So it is on the acidic side or basic side? Yes, C is the correct answer and it is on the acidic side. So answer is 6.9 is the correct answer. Okay, next question is, the major product obtained in the following reaction is, the major product. Acha, firstly tell me about Dibble. Have you watched my that lecture where I have done important reagents? Those who have not watched it, right? Important reagents of organic chemistry, just watch that lecture, right? This will be a very, very simple question for you after that, right? So, Dibble, right? That is a reducing agent, right? So, what it does? A reducing agent, we have two groups here. One group is acid, one group is ester. Now tell me if you remember that Dibble reduces both the groups. That is, it reduces ester also and it reduces carboxylic acid also. So it will reduce both the things here, right? Rest, it will have no effect on the double bond. Double bond will stay as it is, right? So how the reduction will happen? Here it will, this bond will break here. Firstly, so this will be reduced to CHO, right? So this is not the correct answer. This is not the correct answer, right? Either this or this. Now, next is how this will be reduced. This bond will break here. This bond will break here. This will be CH2, CHO. Here it is reduced to CHO. This is reduced to OH. So here on this particular point you will have OH. OH, here you don't have OH. Here you have OH. On this particular, this is CH2CHO. CH2CHO. So answer will be C is the correct answer. Okay. Yes, everybody. Answer will be C is the correct answer. Got it? Yes, students, C is the correct answer. Now, next question on your screen, that is the correct sequence of reagent for the following conversion. Now, this is a very, very interesting question, okay? The correct sequence of reagent for the following conversion. Sequence you have to tell here, right? That means, firstly, though, if you talk about CH3, see, two confusions I have here. One is definitely it has Tollens reagent, Tollens reagent, Tollens reagent, Tollens reagent. Tollens reagent work only on the aldehyde, not on the ketone, right? So that means Tollens reagent is going to oxidize CHO to COH, right? So that means if I talk about this thing, whether it should be first or second. Now, Bacha, tell me one thing. Next is they are saying Grignard reagent you are using, right? Then you are using H positive in the presence of methanol, right? Okay. So if you use CH3 MgBr in the first place, if you use CH3 MgBr in the first place, what will happen? Because CH3 MgBr is not specific, right? It's like if you have double bond O here, it can react both with that, right? So if you talk about CH3 MgBr first, so what will happen? CH3 will attack here, right? CH3 will attack here, and there you will have the presence of OH, and here you will have the presence of, again this will be OH, and here you will have the attack of CH3. Now, after CH3 MgBr, you don't have any, like what a Tollens reagent will do, right? Then what's the use of a Tollens reagent? That means these two options are eliminated. Because after CH3 MgBr, you can't make this particular thing on this particular position. Reason being, you need to, if you want to use Tollens reagent, at least you need to have some aldehyde group, isn't it? Isn't it, students? Bacha, isn't it? Yes, everybody. Okay, so that means these two are already eliminated, right? These two are all already eliminated. Now, we can't have this particular answer. We can't have this particular answer. Now, that is the reason. Firstly, I'll do the elimination only. Now, again, I'll solve this. Now, I will solve this with these two methods. Okay, what I'll get. If I talk about the first method, I'll get what I'll get. Firstly, though, Tollens reagent will not react with the ketonic group, so it will remain as it is. But this is converted to C double bond OOH, right? After this, if I use CH3 MgBr, right, then this will do same only. This will react with this will become OH and CH3 only. Do you understand how MgBr react? How MgBr react, guys? This is double bond O. This is CH3 MgBr, right? So this is the positive part, this is the negative part, positive, and this is the positive part, this is the negative part. Negative will attack here, electrons will jump here. So answer will be, here it will be O negative MgBr, and here it will be CH3. On hydrolysis, what you will have, it will get converted to OH, right? Same thing will happen here. This will attack here, electrons will jump here, and answer will be, this is OH, this is C, CH3, this is OH, right? Wait a minute, this will be OH. Now, two OH are not stable on this, so it will be converted to double bond O. It will be converted to double bond O, right? Okay, it will be converted to double bond O. That means, again, you have ketone. Now, you are doing the esterification here, H positive with alcohol, right? That is not possible on this case. What you will do with this H positive CH3OH? That means this option is again eliminated. Now, beta, I am going to use the last option, the B option, which is only left, right? Now, we will do this. Now, see, you will get the answer. Okay, let's see how. Okay, these kind of questions are best done with elimination method, right? Now, firstly, what you will do, you will have Tollens reagent. Tollens reagent will convert, it will not react with this double bond O, it will convert this into double bond O, OH, that is COH, right? After that, after Tollens reagent, this is converted to, this is converted to COH. This is Tollens effect. This we have done. After that, we are doing esterification because this is COH and this is H positive, CH3OH. So ester will be formed on this particular position. It has no effect with the double bond O. So answer will be, this is C double bond O. This is OCH3, right? Now still after this you have the third thing, that is CH3MgBr. Now this CH3MgBr is going to react on this particular position. So final product will be, final product guys, it will be, this is converted to, electrons will shift here, it will be OH and this is CH3 and this is CH3, right? What about this one? This is C, this will be OH, this will be OCH3 and this is going to be CH3, right? So what they were asking for, what they were, wait a minute, what they are asking for, CH3, OCH3, CH3MgBr, this is converted to OH, it's converted to ester COOCH3. Here also it is not formed, है ना? Here also it is not formed. Then what will happen now? CH3MgBr. If I want to make this particular thing here, this is Grignard reagent. I need to convert this thing into CH3. How can I do that? This is OCH3, right? Should be OCH3, no? Isn't it? So answer should be B only. Just give me a second, right? So this should be OCH3 over here, right? Wait a minute. C double bond O. This is OH. Electrons will jump here. One CH3, one OCH3. Grignard reagents will react here. It will be OH. It will be CH3, OCH3. Here should be OCH3, right? So answer will be B is the correct answer. Okay? No, A will not be the correct answer. But A, so we are getting something else only, right? It's just that there should be one oxygen here. So answer will be B is the correct answer, because what we have to at least make CH3 over here, right? Okay, so answer will be B is the correct answer. As you can see, B is the correct answer. Okay, chalo. Next is, which of the following species is not paramagnetic? Paramagnetic, this is solved by MOT. Okay, MOT, molecular orbital theory of chemical bonding. Let us solve this here, right? Okay. Convert ma'am, is Tollens and Felling? Yes, Tollens and Fellings are used to convert CHO to COH, but Tollens reagent will react with both aromatic and aliphatic, but Felling will react only with aliphatic, not with aromatic. Okay. Which of the following species is not paramagnetic here? So to understand the paramagnetic species, you have to draw the MOT diagram for all of them, right? So let us draw the MOT diagram for all of them, right? Chalo ji. Now let us draw this, right? If you talk about B2, boron, how many electrons here? Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron. 5 into 2. That is 10 electrons here, right? If you talk about it has 10 electrons, that means, can I say 10 electrons means it will be KK8. What is KK8? Sigma 1s2, sigma 2s2, right? 4 electrons already done. Sigma star 1s2, sigma star 2s2. Okay, right? So that is 8 electrons. So that's why we always say KK star 8. In KK star, you have 8 electrons. After that, what you have? You are left with 2 electrons. So 10 minus 8, you are left with 2 electrons. This is the trick that I told you, that when you have more than 8 electrons, just subtract 8 from there, because 8 electrons will always be in KK star 1s, 2s species. So you don't even need to write that. Now, when you have less than 14 electron, you write 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, that will be 2, 1, 2, 1. So here answer is going to be 1 and 2. Okay, that is going to be the answer. So it is going to be paramagnetic or diamagnetic. Yes, everybody, it is going to be paramagnetic or diamagnetic. Hanji. See. They're asking you not paramagnetic, they're asking you the diamagnetic species. Diamagnetic means paired or unpaired. Paramagnetic is unpaired electrons you need to have. Diamagnetic means you need to have paired electrons. Here you have unpaired electrons, right? So it is paramagnetic. So this cannot be the answer. This is cross. Okay. So what about NO? What about NO? So let's talk about NO here. Nitrogen is 7. Nitrogen is 7 plus oxygen is 8. So 7 to 15 electrons, right? Now we know that we'll just subtract kk dash from there. So it will be 15 minus 8. That is 7 electrons we are left with. Now students, when you have more than 14 electrons, the answer is 1 2 2 1. Okay, so it will be 1 2 2 1. Okay, 1 2 2 1. Okay, so just draw it here. Answer will be, you know what is this? This is 2 pi 2 pi px, 2 pi py. This is 2 sigma pz. This is star of this. This is 2 pi px star, 2 pi py star. This is sigma 2 2 sigma pz. Okay. So answer will be, these all will be anti-bonding. So here it is, how many electrons? 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So again it is what? Again we have one unpaired electron. Again it is paramagnetic. So this is also eliminated here. Okay. Acha, now tell me, what about CO? What about CO? CO is how many electrons? 6 plus 8, that is 14 electrons. So when you have 14 electrons more than 8, so 14 minus 8 is going to be 6 electrons. Why we are subtracting 8? Because it will lie in the kk dash. Okay. So now what you have, 6 electrons. More than 14. See, if you have less or equals to 14, answer is 2 1 2 1. So here you will apply 2 1 2 1. This is star and this is star. Right. So here it will be 6 electrons, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. This is definitely diamagnetic. So answer will be this, but still they are asking which is falling as non-paramagnetic. So answer will be C only. But still O2, so we all know that O2 is apna paramagnetic, but still if you want to solve it, 8 into 2, 16 electron. 16 minus 6, 16 minus 8 is 8 electrons. As 16 electrons, as this is more than 8, more than 14. So here answer will be 1 2 2 1 or 2 1 2 1. Let me see in the comment section. 1 2 2 1 or 2 1 2 1. 1 2 2 1 or 2 1 2 1. More than 40, it is more than 14. So answer will be 1 2 2 1 or 2 1 2 1. Everybody in the comment section, I am waiting for your answer here. Right? Open up your brains and let me know. Right? It will be 1 2 2 1 or 2 1 2 1. So answer is going to be, yes, everybody, answer is going to be Hanji, Shabash, everyone. I am waiting for your answers. It is going to be 1 2 2 1. Okay, so this is not the answer. 1 2 2 1. So answer is going to be 1 2. Just write it here. 1 2 2 1. Okay. So see, writing the electronic configuration is time consuming. So just write it like this. Okay. So 8 electron is 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7 8. This is star and this is also star. Okay. So here answer is definitely, it is diamagnetic. Sorry, it is definitely paramagnetic. So answer is going to be C. And for O2, they also ask you that in which orbital you have unpaired electrons. So unpaired electrons are present in which orbital? Anti-bonding orbital of pi 2px and pi 2pz, right? Pi 2px star and pi 2py star. Okay, Z is sigma. So in these two anti-orbitals, you have the pi electrons, you have the electrons, unpaired electrons that are present. Right? Okay, so answer will be C. Now, next question on your screen is, which of the following upon treatment with tert but ONA followed by addition of bromine water fails to decolorize? Bromine water is a test for which thing? Indirectly, they are asking you, this is a test for which thing? Test for which thing? Bromine water. Bromine water is a test for which thing, guys? It is a test for unsaturation. Okay, it is a test for unsaturation. Unsaturation. See, bromine is basically reddish brown vapors it has, right? So reddish brown vapors will be decolorized, and you will have that, okay, if they decolorize, you have the presence of double bond here. So we need to see which of the following does not have the presence of double bond. See, if you talk about this thing, which is following upon treatment with this followed by addition, fails to decolorize, fails to decolorize. Hmm. Okay. So upon treatment with the tert but ONA, right, what it is going to be? Basically, it is RONA only. With RONA, what thing will be formed here? Guys, with RONA, which thing will be formed here? Yes, everybody. With RONA, right, which thing will be formed here? See, basically, these two are these two are not the answers, because even with RONA, it will have effect over here, right, over here, right. So that is the reason this double bond will stay intact only. That means these two are going to give you the answers, right. There is not even any question about it. Even if it reacts with this particular thing, Br will be eliminated, Br will be eliminated. You will have the addition of OR, है ना? OR will be added because it is RONA, na, so OR will be added. So basically, guys, here Williamson synthesis reaction is happening, right? If you are able to relate to that. So basically, what is happening? You have RONA, right? It reacts with R dash Br. You have the formation of ROR dash. That thing is formed in all the cases. So I am just simply taking this as RONA, right? I am just simply taking it as this is tert butyl is nothing but it is 1, 2, 3, 4, right? This is ONA. This thing they are talking about. This is tert butyl. Okay, this is tert butyl. But yeah, why I need to draw such big thing, right? I'll just take this thing as R. I'll just take this thing as R. So it will be RONA for me. It will be RONA for me. So when I replace this thing here, what will be formed? Instead of this, it will be ONA. ONA, I'm saying it will be OR dash. OR dash will be attached here, right? Here also this thing will be eliminated. OR dash will be attached here. Here also this is eliminated. OR dash is attached. OR, not OR dash. OR is attached here, right? Because I'm taking it as R, na. So simply this will be OR will be attached here. Here also this is eliminated. OR is attached. See, it has double bond. It has double bond. It still has double bond. This is the only species which does not have double bond, so it will fail to give the bromine vapor test. Okay, so answer is going to be B. Okay, answer is going to be B is the correct answer. Got it? Yes, everybody. So answer is going to be B is the correct answer. See here, you can see also that here what they have done, right? So this is your ONA part. Just give me a second. This is Rx part and this is RONA part, right? Okay, so you will have the formation of this thing, that is this is OR and this is your R part. ROR is formed. Okay, got it? You will say, ma'am, OCH2 this is formed. This is a part of R only. This I have taken R dash only. Got it? Okay, understood? Beta Pankaj, thank you, but please don't spam here, okay? Now, next thing is, which of the following reaction example of redox reactions? Redox reaction, which of the following is an example of redox reaction? If you talk about redox reaction, you need to see that where there is oxidation reduction happening, right? Where there is oxidation reduction happening. This is, if you talk about, this is, see, water also should be in different states, no? So if you talk about this here, this is in +4 oxidation state, +6 oxidation state, right? Okay, so here the oxidation state of xenon is same, so this is not the correct answer. Here, if you talk about oxidation state of oxygen is also changing. In peroxide, it is +1, right? It is +1 because fluorine is more electronegative. Basically, it's like this, FOOF. It is -1, it is +1, +1, -1, right? And oxygen, we know that it is 0. Here oxidation number is increasing, here oxidation number is decreasing. So answer will be B is the correct answer, right? Okay, chalo. Next question is, delta U is equals to, delta U is internal energy. I saw in physics also you were doing thermodynamics, right? So delta U is equals to, basically guys, delta U, we know that it is equals to Q, it is equals to Q plus, we are talking about the work, right? W, right? Now, if somehow my Q becomes 0, then delta U will be equals to W, right? Now, for which work Q is equals to 0? For which process? Adiabatic process. So that means for adiabatic work, delta U is equals to the work. Okay. So answer is going to be D is the correct answer. Okay. Next is, which of the following molecules is least resonance stabilized? Least resonance stabilized. Now don't count the bonds here. Reason is, I told you counting the bonds, counting whether neutral and neutral charge species, that is only possible when you have the same nuclei. You have the same structure which is having different resonance structures. Here we are talking about different compounds. So here we will check whether what kind of resonance they show. If you see, this shows a proper resonance. Here also it has lone pair of electrons. It also shows proper circular resonance. It also, benzene also show proper resonance. But if you talk about this thing, this is double bond, double bond, then single bond, then double bond, single bond. So here resonance is all over the ring. Here is also all over the ring. Here also it is all over the ring. But in this case, the resonance is only applicable till here, not over here. It is not applicable. So this will have the least resonance stabilized. So answer will be D is the correct answer. Is that clear to everybody? Is that clear to everybody or not? Yes, students, is that clear? Okay. Next question is, sorry, A is the correct answer. A only I take na. Ha. A is the correct answer. Okay. So next is the increasing order of reactivity of the following halides towards SN1 reaction. Now guys, in SN1 reaction, what kind of situation you have? Two reactions you have, SN1 and SN2. In SN1, it is two-step reaction. It has the formation of carbocation. It has the formation of carbocation. So when you have the formation of carbocation, that means simply the increasing order of reactivity for the following halides of SN carbocation you need to check which carbocation is most stable. Which carbocation? You need to check the stability of carbocation. So here you will have the formation of CH3, CH carbocation, CH2, CH3. Right? This is CH3, CH2, CH2, and this is the carbocation. This is, you have C6H4, that means benzene, and over here you have CH2 positive. This is CH2 positive. And on the para position, they are saying you have COH3, that means OCH3. OCH3 you have on the para position. So guys, first thing is, if you see here, there is resonance, right? This is benzene. When on the benzene, right, you have CH2 group here, what will happen? Electrons will be donated to the carbon atom, right? So minus M effect will be shown here. There will be resonance here. Moreover, because of these lone pairs, more resonance it will provide, right? Because this is also donating the electrons to the benzene ring, and this carbon is getting more resonance here. That is why this will have the maximum stability. So third is maximum stable. That is means C is the correct answer. But still we will talk about 1 and 2. This is 1 degree and this is 2 degree. That is why first is going to be more stable as compared to second. So answer is going to be C is the correct answer. Okay. Got it? Yes, everybody. Next question is, chalo. Next question is, given, something is given to you here as you can see. Acha. Very simple question from thermochemistry. Okay. Right? Okay. And these kind of questions are what they ask you in JEE. Right? Okay. So, carbon graphite plus oxygen you have given it, carbon dioxide is released. First you need to predict that from which type of, what kind of question it is, how to solve this question. right? So this question, if you have something like this, you have a reaction and delta H is given for that, you have another reaction, delta H is given for that, now you have another reaction, delta H is given, three reactions are given to you, and they are saying that this is the reaction, they are asking you the delta H reaction for this one. That means sure this is from Hess's law, right? This is from Hess's law. Hess's law simply means that those who are weak in thermodynamics, go and watch my lecture that I have taken on Sunday. Right now, based on the above thermodynamics, what you have to do, this is carbon graphite you need to have. So I'll take this as the first equation, this as the second equation, this is the third equation, right? Plus you need to have 2 into H2, right? That means this will be multiplied by 2. This will be multiplied by 2. And we need to add first and 2. That means I need to add first plus 2 into second plus 2 into second plus 2 into second, right? From there, if I add these two things, it will be carbon graphite plus 2H2 and you will have O2. Now you need to have O2 on the O2, you don't need to have O2 on the final reaction, right? That means you need to reverse this, that means subtract this particular reaction from these two. So subtract this, it will be -3, right? Then what will be formed, guys? So it will be 2 only, 2 only, 2 only. I'll just write it here. This is 2, this is nothing because it will be 2 by 2 is 1 only, right? Now you subtract it from this side, it will be minus, minus, minus and minus. That is why what will happen, it will be reversed, this will be cancelled out, right? Okay, because here also you have 1 2 2O2 you have, this is 2O2, this is cancelled out. CH4 you have, right? You are adding or subtracting this thing, need to add this thing, na? We don't need to subtract this, we need to add this, right? We need to add this. If I add this, then it will be subtracted. And here you have H2O, that is also on the opposite side, right? Array, nahi, we have to subtract this only. I'm getting little confused. So I'll just reverse this here. Then it will be, if I subtract, this will be minus, minus, it will be minus on this side, right? This will be minus CO2, right? Minus CO2. So that's why it is minus CO2. Wait a minute, yeah. This is minus, 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 right? So I need to subtract it, right? Okay. If I subtract this here, it will go on this side, it will be added. I need to add this only. I'm so sorry, yaar. I'm so sorry. Right? Okay, sometimes some weird things happens. Okay, so this is H2. I'll just draw it only. This is O2. O2, this is on the opposite side. So it will go here. It will be minus. Then it will be cancelled out. This is 2H2 and this is on the opposite side. So it will be cancelled out. This is CO2. CO2 on the opposite side. So this also will be cancelled out. This is CH4 on the same side only. So it will be CH2. And you will have the formation of C graphite plus 2H2 plus this. Okay, clear, right? So that means you need to do this thing here, which is your Hess's law, right? Now, based on the above thermochemical equation, you need to calculate this. So answer will be 1 is what? Minus 393.5, right? In kilojoule only, if they are asking you, you need to see that. In kilojoule only, they are asking you. So you need to have no variations here. This is 2 into minus 285.8 plus this is 890.3. Okay, so this is going to be your answer in kilojoule per mole. Okay, yes. So what will be the answer that you will get? What will be the answer? Just solve this, you will get minus 74. Okay, so I'm not going to solve it because you have maths problem also to solve now. So that's why I'm just going to be fast now. In the following reaction, ZNO is respectively acting as a which thing? ZNO plus Na2, it is forming zincate, and ZNO plus carbon dioxide, zinc carbon dioxide, it is forming, right? So first you tell me, Na2O is acidic or basic oxide, CO2 is an oxide of non-metal, it is acidic or basic oxide. Yes, student, it is acidic or basic oxide. If you talk about oxide of non-metal, right? So that is acidic in nature, right? If this oxide is acidic in nature, it will act as a base, right? So this is taken out. If you talk about this metal oxide is basic in nature, so it will act as acidic. So it will be answer A is going to be the correct answer, right? Next is the radius. The radius of second Bohr orbit for hydrogen atom is Planck's constant is this, mass of electron is, charge of the electron is this. They are asking you the radius. Okay. For radius, what we need to do? We need to know the value of A naught. This is 0.52 n square by z, right? Okay. Hydrogen, I know it is 1. Second orbit, it is 2 square, right? So do we need to have these all things, right? Nothing. That is extra information is given to us, right? Which is not even required. Okay. Extra information is given to you, which is not even required by you. So just calculate this. What is going to be the answer? 4 into 0.5. 4 into 0.5, guys, what is going to be the answer? 4 into 0.5 is something equals to apna 2. So very close to 2, we have 2.12. So answer will be A is the correct answer. Okay. Next is two reactions R1 and R2. Two reactions you have R1 and R2 are identical pre-exponential factors. Okay. Activation energy of R1 exceeds that of R2 by 10 kilojoule per mole. Okay. If K1 and K2, 10 kilojoule per mole means it is 10 raised to 10 into 10 raised to power 3 joule per mole. Exceeds. Activation energy of R1 exceeds R2 by this one. If K1 and K2 are rate constant, basically guys, this is about this formula. This is K is equals to A e raised to power minus EA by RT, right? Okay, so if they're talking about K1 and K2, right? So this will be temperature, this is K1 and K2, this is K2 is equals to A e raised to power, and they are asking you K1 and K2 are the rate constant for the reaction R1 and R2 respectively, then K2 by K1, this is what they are asking you, this is EA by RT, this is EA1, this is EA2. Now they are asking, they have told you the relation between EA and E2, right? A relation has been told to you. Now, can I say this will be ln K1 equals to, this is ln A, this is ln A, right? This is minus EA1 by RT, right? Here it is ln K2 is equals to ln A minus EA2 by RT, right? Okay. R is the gas constant, T is the temperature. Temperature same is given to you. So most of the things are same only, and they have told you the relation between activation energy of A and 2, right? So just subtract, just divide these two things. You can just subtract these two things, is minus minus and this is minus. So this will be natural log of K1 by K2. Achha, they are asking you the opposite. So it will be put minus here, here and here. So it will be ln of K2 by K1, right? Because K2 minus K1. This is minus. This will be minus of EA1 by RT. This is plus of EA2 by RT. So you can take RT common here. So it will be 1 by RT. And this is EA2 minus EA1. Okay, got it? So that is going to be R is given to you, this is given to you, EA, this and this. So ln of K2 by K1 is equals to, K2 by K1 is equals to 1 by RT. Yes, everybody, what is the value here? Everyone, what is the value of EA2 minus E1? Activation energy of R1 exceeds that of 2 by this. Right, so answer will be, the difference here is going to be 10 into 10 raised to power 3 divided by RT. So that is going to be the answer, right? So put the values here. It will be 10 raised to power 4 This temperature is 300 and this is 8.314. Okay, just solve this value, everybody. Just solve this value, everybody. Right? Okay, so you'll get your answer after solving this. Answer will come out to be 4. Okay, so 4 is going to be the correct answer. Next is the group of having isoelectronic. Now you have to tell which of the following has isoelectronic species. Yes, bachcho, which of the following has isoelectronic species? Okay, easily you can see this. Definitely not this one, right? Definitely not this one, right? Na sodium is 11. This is having 10. So not this one, not this one. This is the isoelectronic species. All have 10 electrons. 8 plus 2, 9 plus 1, 11 minus 1, 12 minus 2. Right? So answer is going to be B is the correct answer. Right? Next question is, given this value is given to you, right? Okay. Value what is given to you? Cl2 to Cl. Okay. 4 values are given to us. They are asking you the strongest reducing agent. Reducing agent, guys. Strongest reducing agent. So, guys, if you talk about reducing agent, that means strongest reducing agent means which is going to oxidize, which is going to reduce someone. It is going to oxidize itself, right? So that means it should have maximum oxidation potential. It should have maximum oxidation potential is what we are looking for, right? So let's calculate the oxidation potential here. Here it is going from 0 to -1. That means oxidation number is decreasing. So they are giving you the reduction potential. Just for the oxidation potential will be minus, this is Cl2, that is this is oxidation number is increasing. This is oxidation potential. It is going to be negative of this minus 1.36 volt. This is oxidation number is increasing here. No, it is also decreasing. Plus 3 to this. Now, so opposite of this. Chromium 2, chromium 3 positive. Opposite of this will be 0.74. 0.74 volt. What about this one? Here it is, what is the oxidation number here? It is Cr2O7, 2 negative. 2x minus 14 is equals to minus to 6. It will be 2x is equals to, this is 12, x is equals to 6. Right? So this is coming from plus 6 to plus 3. Plus 6 to plus 3, again oxidation number is decreasing. That means the reduction potential is given to you. So take the opposite of this. That will be Cr3 positive to Cr2O7, Cr2O7, 2 negative. It will be negative of this. It is minus 1.33. Okay, next is everybody. Next is this is MnO4. That means x minus 8 is equals to minus 1. Here it is plus 7 to plus 2. Now tell me, plus 7 to plus 2. Again it is reduction potential is given to us. Oxidation number is decreasing. So we need to calculate for Mn opposite of this. The oxidation potential will be MnO4 to negative, right? So oxidation potential is going to be minus 1.51 volt. And this is going to be having the maximum value, as you can see here, right? Everything else is negative, negative. This is only having the maximum value of oxidation potential. So answer is going to be strongest reducing agent, na? So answer is going to be, wait a minute, here this is the reducing. Here what is happening? It is going to, the confusion is between this and this. Wait a minute. This is the reduction, basically this is the oxidation is happening. It is going to oxidize itself to this one, right? So if you talk about this one, we are talking about chromium 3 positive is going to oxidize itself. It is reducing itself. Here it is. Reduction is happening. So answer is going to be D. Chromium, chromium, chromium. Wait a minute, yaar. Chromium 3 positive, chromium. Okay. Chromium 3 positive, here it is. We are looking for strongest reducing agent. That means we are looking for something which has maximum oxidation potential. Oxidation potential, we are talking about this thing only, है ना? Because here in this particular case we don't have chromium. It is chromium 3 positive is not, it is getting oxidized. Chromium, either 3 positive is getting oxidized or Cr is oxidized. This is minus and this is plus, so answer is going to be this one only. So answer is B. Okay, so I'll tell you what I got confused in, because here it is chromium 3 positive and chromium, so it is having both the things. So you need to check whether they are asking you the strongest oxidizing agent reducing, what thing they are asking you. So they are asking you strongest reducing agent, that means the one which is getting oxidized the most. So this is, so here chromium 3 positive you will not answer, right? Sometimes what students do, they just write that chromium 3 positive because it is having the maximum value. Chromium 3 positive is having the reduction potential minimum. So chromium is having the oxidation potential maximum. So answer will be this chromium, not this chromium 3 positive. So answer is going to be B. Okay? Answer is going to be B. Got it? What I am telling you here, that here the confusion is between this is Cr3 positive and this is Cr, and the option we have Cr and Cr3 positive both, right? Now this is, we know that this has maximum oxidation potential, but here we are talking about this oxidation. Oxidation is happening on this case, on this particular chromium, not here. Here reduction is happening. So this is the correct answer. Answer will be B is the correct answer. Okay, got it? Yes guys, not D, B is the correct answer. Got it or not? Everybody? Acha. Now next is 3-methyl pentoene on reaction with HBr in presence of peroxide forms an addition product. Number of possible stereoisomers, what will have? Okay. So 3-methyl pentoene, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3-methyl means on this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3-methyl means here you will have methyl. Pentoene means here you will have double bond. With HBr, when it reacts with HBr, what will happen? When it reacts with HBr, guys, what will happen? The CH2, CH3 reacts with HBr in presence of peroxide. Anti-Markovnikov rules will be applied here. Anti-Markovnikov means the less number, to negative part will be attached to more number. So answer will be, this is C, this is CH3, right? This is CH3, this is CH2, and this is CH3, right? So Markovnikov rule is negative part to rich to poor. Negative, which has more electron density, it will attach to less number of hydrogens. But here negative part is attached to more number of hydrogen. That means Br will be present here and H will be here. Now we can see they are asking you the stereoisomers. That means we need to see the chiral center here. Chiral center is present here and chiral center is present here. These two are the chiral centers because 4 groups are different and they are sp3 hybridized. So that means, and it is also unsymmetrical. When you have unsymmetrical, and you have, answer will be 2 raised to power n, where n is the number of chiral centers in the stereoisomer. See, in stereoisomer you check both the things. N is number of chiral center plus the geometrical isomerism side. We don't have any double bond here. When we don't have any double bond, that means there is no geometrical isomer site here, right? So there is only optical isomer site here. So that is why answer will be 2 raised to power n, that is 2 raised to power 2. So answer will be 4 is the correct answer. So answer A is the correct answer. Is that clear to everybody? Is that clear, guys? Is that clear? Everybody in the comment section, is that clear or not? Yes, chal. Next question is, you have basically what we are doing here, reductive ozonolysis we are doing it. This is the most simple question of today, right? C, break the double bond, break this double bond, attach double bond O here. This is CH3 and this is H, and here also attach the double bond. This is C double bond O, this is H, and this is CH3. So they are asking you, consider given reaction, total number of oxygen per oxygen atoms per molecule of the product. In one molecule, how many oxygen atoms you have? You have only one oxygen atom, so answer will be 1. They are asking you per molecule, right? Not in both the molecules. So answer will be 1 is the correct answer, right? Next, students, the number of species forming from the following which are paramagnetic in nature with the bond order equal to 1. So let's do one thing. Firstly, let us see which of the following has bond order 1. For bond order 1, I have told you one simple trick, okay? That simple trick was what? 14 belongs to which bond? But just tell me 14, if you have total number of electrons 14, that belongs to which bond order? I want to see that in the comment section. So here it was 14, right? 13, 12, 11, and this is 10. This is 15, 16, 17, and 18. This simple trick we will use here, right, to save our time here. So 14 belongs to bond order 3, right? Rest of them decrease 0.5, 0.5, it will be 2.5, it is 2, it is 1.5, it is 1. Here it is 2.5, here also decrease, it is 2, here it is 2, 1.5, and this is 1, right? Okay, yes, it belongs to 3. Now just calculate this, the number of electrons here. You have H2, He 2 positive, O2 positive. Chalo, I'll just write it here only. Helium has how many electrons? Or I should write here. Ma'am, hydrogen, helium, helium 2 positive, oxygen 2 positive, N2 2 negative. This is O2 2 negative, F2, Ne2. अरे यार, Ne2. Wait a minute. Ne2 positive, and then there is B2, which is, I'll just write B2 here. Okay. Now, if you talk about the electrons here, B2 is having 10 electrons, right? 10 electrons. H2 is having 2 electrons, right? 2 electrons, and 2 electrons is nothing, yeah. This is helium is having to hydrogen helium 2 into 2 4 minus 1, that means it is having 3 electrons. It is having 16 minus 1 15 electrons, 14 plus 2 16 electrons. This is having 16 plus 2 18 electrons. F2 is having how many electrons? F2 is having 9 to 18 electrons, and this is having Ne2 is having 10 into 2 20 minus 19 electron. Okay, chalo. Ne2 is having 19 only, na? Yes. Okay, so now if you see this thing here, for one bond order, you need to have either 18 electron or you need to have 10 electrons. So that means this will have bond order 1, right? And this will have bond order 1, and this will have bond order 1. Others will not have bond order 1. So we just need to see whether they are paramagnetic or diamagnetic. Now we just have to find out between these three cases, right? I'm just drawing these three dabbas here, right, to see which of the following will have bond order, which will be paramagnetic also, right? So if you talk about B2, we have just drawn for B2. B2 is 10 electrons. B2 is nothing but beta 10 electrons. 10 minus 8 means 2. 2 electrons we are left with. That means it will be less than 14 is 2 1 2 1 1 2 2 1 2 1. Okay. 2 1 2 1 means 2 electrons here. So definitely it is paramagnetic, right? It is so paramagnetic, right? That means B2 is the B2, we can say it is showing bond order 1 and it is paramagnetic. Acha, what about the other two? Guys, what about the other two? Everybody, what about other two? Yes, students, what about only B2? So let me see. If you talk about this O2 negative, Acha, how many those who know that what exactly is the main thing here in O2 2 negative and in F2? I'll tell you that if you talk about O2 2 negative, O2 2 negative is having 18 electrons, minus 8 it will be 10 electrons. You need to fill 10 electrons, but originally oxygen O2 is having 16. Because whenever we talk about an ion, we need to see whether in original form how many electrons it had. In the original form, it had how many electrons? Originally, it had 16 electrons. That means that was also more than 14 only. So we will apply 1 to 2 1 only here. So we will apply 1 to 2 1, 1, 2, 2, 1. and 10 electrons we have to fill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Definitely it is diamagnetic, right? And there is no unpaired electron. F2. F2 is also diamagnetic only. Let's see that how. 9 to 80, 18. 18 minus 8, 10 electrons, right? And here originally you had 18 electrons, which is more than 18, right? More than 14. So again, it will be same as oxygen only. 1, 2, 2, 1. Here you do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is the same thing. So it is also diamagnetic, right? O2 and O2 2 negative and F2 are the same thing only. So answer is only B2 is paramagnetic also and bond order 1 also, right? So answer is going to be 1. Answer is going to be number of species na. So number of species is 1. Okay, so answer is 1. Okay, next is number of compounds among the following which contain sulfur as heteroatom. So this is basically a general question of chemistry, right? Okay, yes everybody, students, which of the following is having contain sulfur as the heteroatom? Heterospecies means instead of carbon you have sulfur or oxygen or nitrogen, these kind of compound, these are heteroatoms, right? Okay, so pyrrole, pyridine, they have nitrogen, right? If you talk about furan, it has oxygen, right? Okay, furan is having oxygen, right? Okay, triosine, right? Now, if you talk about thio means sulfur only. It is having sulfur, and cysteine also have sulfur, right? So thiophene and cysteine has sulfur. So as you can see here, thiophene and cysteine, they both have sulfur here. This is sulfur. Cysteine is that adenine, cysteine, those kind of compound. Okay, so these are basically your bases. As you can see, it also has sulfur in it, right? Next, beta, next question is number of compounds with one lone pair of electrons. This is the last question of today. Number of compounds with one lone pair of electrons on center metal atom amongst the following is. Last question of today, everybody. Last question of today. As I told you that the target is to complete it by maximum was 2 p.m. I told you. So by 2 p.m. we are about to complete it 10 minutes before only, right? So now I am smiling. Right, number of compounds with one lone pair of electrons on central metal atom among the following. So guys, if you talk about one lone pair of electrons here, it has two lone pair of electrons, right? If you talk, achha, just calculate the atoms only, na. So just calculate it. If you talk about oxygen, firstly let's talk about O3. O3 is nothing but it is O and this is 3, right? So let's draw the structures here. O3 is having one double bond in resonance, right? Double bond here. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. It will be 1, 2, 3, 4. It is less, so it will be negative, right? And here it will be one lone pair only because one lone pair is consumed here. Basically, what exactly happens here, I'll just tell you that. Okay, basically what is happening here. It had two lone pairs only, but one lone pair is involved in the coordinate bond here. It is donating the electrons to this oxygen. That is the reason to this central metal we are only taking one lone pair here. Okay, we are only taking one lone pair because one is involved in this resonance, that it is donating the electrons here, right? The way it is donating, not here, here it is donating, sometimes here it is donating. So because this one lone pair is donating, it is occupied. This one lone pair is actually present here. It is donating the electrons to this oxygen, sometimes to this oxygen, right? So here, that is why it is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and this will be negative, right? So it is going to be the answer. So answer will be, there is one lone pair on O3, right? It has one lone pair. H2O beta, we all know that H2O has two lone pairs here, right? Okay, oxygen H, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is not the answer. SF4. SF4 is what? Sulfur belongs to group number 16. Take out 4 sigma bonds here. Take group number 16 means 6 valence electron. 4 are already forming the bond. bond. So we are left with 2 electrons. 2 electrons means one lone pair here. It is forming totally one lone pair, 4 bond pair. That means trigonal bipyramidal geometry it is having. So it will form geometry like this: S1, 2, 3, seesaw shape it will have, and one lone pair here. So this is also having one lone pair. ClF3. Now guys, ClF3, everybody, ClF3. Chlorine is what? Chlorine belongs to group number 17. 7 outermost electron. How many bond it is already forming? 3. So we are left with 7 minus 3, we are left with 4, right? So that means, here can I say that 4 means 2 lone pairs it will have, right? So 2 lone pair plus 3 bond pair, that means total 5. Again it is going to have trigonal bipyramidal only, but here it is having 2 lone pairs, so that is why one lone pair, other lone pair, F, F and F, that is going to be the geometry. So it is also having 2 lone pair, right? What about NH3? We know that NH3 is having only one lone pair, right? So it is the correct answer. BrF5 and XeF4. Everybody, what about BrF5? Let's study BrF5. BrF5. Br, bromine belongs to group number 17. 7 outermost electron, 5 bond it is forming. 7 minus 5 is 2. That means again 1 lone pair. 1 lone pair plus 5 bond pair, it is 6. That means octahedral geometry. So bromine is having octahedral geometry. Octahedral geometry 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1 lone pair here, and hence the answer is going to be, this is also having one lone pair. What about XeF4? XeF4 guys. Xe, xenon belongs to noble gases, 8 outermost electron, right? Minus 4 it bonds it is already forming. We are left with 4. That means 2 lone pair. 2 lone pair plus 4 bond pair, that means octahedral. So in octahedral geometry, you have 2 lone pairs, right, that are opposite to each other, right? So this is also not having one lone pair. So answer is going to be how many? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hai na? 1, 2, 3, 4. Answer is going to be 4 is the correct answer. Okay. So in that way, I also told you that how to do the geometries here. Right, guys? Okay. So answer will be 4 is the correct answer. Okay. Is that clear? So guys, just let me just call Namrata ma'am. Right. She is going to take now mathematics. Right. So how was the class? By the time, just let me know how was the class. Right. Definitely, yeah. These are your somewhat related to the previous year questions only. Right. Okay. So if you're finding this easy, then good. Good for you. Right. Okay. Chalo. So I'll just... Okay, guys. So Namrata ma'am is going to join now. Now, see you all in the next session of this mock test. Bye bye. Take care. All the best for mathematics. Bye bye.
All right, my ninja warriors, let me know if I'm audible and visible to you guys. All right, hi Milan, how are you? Hi Dharani, hi Kirti, keep joining. Quickly join back because we are going to kickstart the mathematics portion of the high weightage mock test, okay? So right here you can see the very first question of this mock test of mathematics, which is from the binomial theorem, And by the way, I believe that everybody, be it 2026 aspirants or 2025 aspirants, you all are having some awareness about binomial, right? So this is a basic question from binomial theorem, and in binomial you will get basics only, which is based on basic properties, the questions which are based on basic properties, and the question which are based on general term. Okay, all right, okay, okie dokie. Am I audible? Am I audible? Oh, आते से ही Milan, you started answering. Chalo, let's quickly start solving it. What does this question has to say? So, two successive terms in the expansion of 1 plus x raised to power 24 whose coefficients are in the ratio 4 is to 1. So, two successive terms, okay? So, understand, let us assume that, so this is 24. So, let us assume that two successive terms will be what? So, you know that TR plus 1 is what? TR plus 1 will be 24CR x raised to power r. Yes or no? This is your general term. Now let us suppose that your successive terms are basically r plus 1 and r plus 2. So basically r plus 1 term will have 24CR coefficient, r plus 2 will have 24CR. So 24CR upon 24CR plus 1. So these are the terms, right? Terms. And coefficient of TR plus 1 is what? Tell me. 24CR. Coefficient of R plus 2 is 24CR plus 1. This is nothing but 4 is to 1. Now let me tell you very important property of binomial theorem, guys. Very, very important property of binomial theorem, which says that NCR upon NCR minus 1 is equals to N minus R plus 1 upon R. Understand this property one more time. This I have told you multiple times. How to remember it? First of all, NCR upon NCR minus 1. Basically, the upper index N is same, but R, can you see the difference of 1? The denominator is 1 less than the numerator. Then what you can do is, you can just quickly do N minus this quantity. N minus this. So, N minus R minus 1 upon this R. Okay. So, here the things are very different. Because see, what I want to reciprocal it, because I want the numerator will be bigger, denominator will be smaller. 24CR plus 1 upon 24CR is equals to 1 by 4. Correct? Now apply that property. So this is 24 minus R. 24 minus R upon, can you see this R plus 1? Are you understanding how to apply? N minus this quantity. So 24 minus R. And then in the denominator, can you see over here, this R is right here. So this R plus 1 is right here, is nothing but 1 by 4. So this is what you have to solve. That's it. Get the value of R and that's it. Quickly do it. So 24 multiply 4 is 96 minus 4R is equals to R plus 1. So this is going to give you 95 is equal to 5R, and R is going to be, let me just, R is coming out as 19, guys, 19. If R is 19, okay, two successive terms, if R is coming out as 19, what does that mean? R is 19 means that your basically coefficient will be what? Can you tell me? So 24C19 and 24C20. Okay, these are the coefficients. But if you see the options are actually not matching it. Are you getting my point? Because see, if you put R is equals to 19, then 20 and 21 term will be there. But 20 and 21 are not in the options, then what to do? So 24C19 can also be written down as 24C, can you see 5 and 24C4. Now tell me, this is the coefficient for what? This is the fifth coefficient and this is the sixth coefficient, yes or no? This is how it is, right? If this is R plus 1. So 24C4 is the fifth term. 24C5 is sixth term. So basically, which answer is correct? Fifth and sixth. Okay, so this is something which you might make mistake. So many. See, yes, only Kirti is saying 6. Milan, you also have written it incorrect answer. I'm surprised. I'm not happy with this. Okay, but yes. So many people will calculate r is coming out as 19, but they will not be able to tell which is the correct answer. So you have to be extra careful, because 24c19 is 5, which is 24c5. Now 24c5 is not fifth term. No, 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 no. 24c4 is not fourth term, right? Because see, 24, it starts with 24c0. So 24c0 is what? First term. Then 24c1, second term. 24c2, third term. 24c3, fourth term. 24c4, fifth term. And 24c5, sixth term. Got it or not? Quickly. Yes? Getting it, everybody? Alrighty. Then we are going to move towards the next question, guys, which is again about binomial theorem. Again, high weighted chapter, binomial theorem, you all know. Okay. Term independent of x in the expansion of, I think I should increase, or yeah, this is better. Yes, term independent of x. थोड़ा सा कम करते हैं. Term independent of x. So the expression which is written over here is this. Term independent of x is 405. So again, general term formula we have to write tr plus 1 is equals to 10 cr root x power 10 minus r minus k upon x square r. Okay, so this is going to give you 10 minus r by 2, and this is minus 2r is equals to 0. Basically, power of x should be equals to 0, right? So quickly, 10 minus r minus 4r equals to 0. So r is coming out as 2. The moment I see r is 2, then if r is 2, do not tell me. Obviously, if you put r equals to 2, there will be no x. Okay. So if you put r is equals to 2, this is 10c2 root x to gone minus k power. So minus k square. So this is k square. This is 405. And you have to solve for k. This is 10 into 9 by 2. And this is k square is equals to 405. Correct? This is 5. 5 8s are 40. 5 1s are 9. 9s are 81. K square is coming out as 9. What does that mean? That k is plus minus 3. Okay, Dharani? Absolutely correct. Give me a big thumbs up. Okay. Alright, clear. Now, let us talk about the next question. Again from binomial theorem, guys. Again from binomial theorem. Good question, I would say. This is one of a kind which is not very easy, very, very direct. Quite possible that you might see this type of question in JEE Main 2025. Okay. So, the coefficient of x square in the expansion of this. Okay. So, coefficient of, you are looking for coefficient of x square. Okay. So, this is going to give you 1 minus x plus 2x square, and this part is x square plus 1 power 10 upon x power 10. Yes or no? Now understand, this denominator is x power 10. So rather than I find coefficient of x square in whole this, what I can do is this x power 10, I will be pushing it towards this. So or what you can do is coefficient of, you can find coefficient of x raised to power 12, because 10 plus 2 is 12, in 1 minus x plus 2x square and 1 plus x square power 10. This x10 is gone. Correct or not? Now you're looking for not x power 2. You're looking for x power 12, because these two will be equivalent. Okay. So now understand, this is 1 minus x plus 2x square and this is 1 plus x square power 10. Understand. If you expand this, 10c0 plus 10c1 square plus 10c2 x power 4 and all the way up to 10c 3 x power 6, correct, plus 10c4 x power 8 plus 10c5 x power 10 and all the way up to 10c10 x power 20. Correct or not? This is what you are going to get. Now what are you looking for? X power 12. Understand, this is also already outside. X power 12 you will get When you multiply this 1 to something which is exactly x power 12. 1 multiply x power 12 will give you coefficient of x power 12. Now tell me, x power 12, how will you get? You have to get, so this will be, see 10c4 x power 8. 10c5 x power 10, then 10c6 will be there. So 10c6 is the coefficient of x power 12, number 1. Now let us move, because 1 multiply this whole thing. 1 multiply this whole thing. Then minus x. So basically minus 1 multiply x is already there. So you are looking for x power 11 here, because x power 11 and x will become 12, right? X is already there. So x power 11. But can you see, here you will not get x power 11 because all the terms are x square, x4, x6, x8, even terms. So that you will not get, so 0. Then next, plus 2 times x square is already outside. Now you have to multiply x square with x power 10 to get x power 12. So you have to multiply this thing with this. So 2 into 10c5. That's it. This is your final answer, guys. You just have to like do it right away. So 10c6 is 10 into 9 into 8 into 7. 4, 3, 2, 1. Plus 2 into 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 upon 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, you solve it. Let me know after the calculation what is your answer. So answer will be 210 plus 504. 210 plus 504 should be your answer, which is nothing but 714. Option B, yes. Perfect. I think Milan, yes, you are getting it absolutely right. I'm super duper happy. Okay. Alright. Chal. Let's now move on to the next. So I think we are done with binomial theorem. What do you think? We are so done with binomial. 3 questions back to back. Binomial theorem killed it. Okay. Now let's talk about sequence and series. Okay. So this is the question which is from sequence and series. This is, by the way, a PYQ as well. And there are high chances that you can see this question in your JEE Main 2025, this type of question, where what will they do is, they will give you 2 different arithmetic progression. Can you see 3, 7, 11, 407, 2, 9, 16, 709. Understanding this? 2 different AP is given to you. So 3, 7, 11, 407, 2, 9, 16, 709. Common terms. Okay. First thing is you have to identify the very first common term just by observation. So 3, 7, 11, 2, 9, 16. Now just can anybody tell me what will be the next term? Because 4 is the common ratio, so plus 4. So 11 plus 4 will be 15, correct? And over here, I think 9 and 16. Can anybody tell me what is the next term? So 7. So 16 plus 7 is 23. Okay. Then we are having 15 plus 4 again. Right? So 19 plus 4 is 23. I can clearly see 23 is the very first common term. So if I create a new series which is having only common terms of these 2 series, AP number 1, AP number 2, this is final AP, which is whose first term is obviously 23. What would be the next term and what would be the series? So understand the concept says, the final AP, so concept says that the final AP will be nothing but an AP only. This will be an arithmetic progression. The next common term, obviously you will not be able to find by observation. It will take much time. So, the next term, how will I find? If this is AP, the concept says if 2 different APs are there and you're just picking common terms and creating a new AP, then the common difference of this will be LCM of D1 and D2. Okay, so LCM of, in this case, 4 and 7. So 28 is the LCM, correct or not? So 23 plus 28. Okay, this is your second term and so on. Correct. Now, number of common terms. How many common terms will be there? So, for that you have to check the deadline, right? So, we can keep on writing the terms, but you have to understand that your last term of this series cannot exceed these two quantities, right? Because if you see, if you talk about common terms, so if at all the next term is approximately 400 and something, can you see that I cannot write 400 and something over here because this is my deadline. So basically this series, the nth term of this series will be less than or equal to 407 and obviously 709, but less than equals to 407 will work for us, yes or no? The general term, so this is 23 plus n minus 1, 28 is less than equals to 407, correct or not? So this is 23 minus 28, correct? Minus 4, उधर जाके plus 4, 407 plus 4 and this is n, 28n, correct? So from here n will be less than or equals to 14 point something if you solve it. So that means your n is equals to 14. There will be 14 common terms of this particular series. So 14 common terms will be there. Okay. Answer of this particular question is 14. Very good question. Very good question. Okay. All right. Yes, Milan, absolutely. Yes, Dharani, obsession series, you have solved it. Perfect, perfect. All right, now another question is again from sequence and series, guys. Again from sequence and series. A, B and C be 7th, 11th and 13th term respectively of a non-constant AP. Okay. 7th, 11th and 13th terms respectively of non-constant AP. So can anybody tell me? So A is what? Tell me. A is 7th term of a non-constant AP. So A plus 6D. Correct or not? 11th term will be B. That is A plus 10D. And C will be equals to what? 13th term. A plus 12D. Okay. Are you getting it? This is your A, this is your B, this is your C. Correct? Now these A, B, C are also three consecutive terms of a GP. If A, B, C are three consecutive terms of GP, that means B square is equals to AC. So obviously A plus 10D whole square is equals to A plus 6D and A plus 12D. Okay. Alright. This is A square plus 100 D square plus 20 AD is equals to A square plus 12 AD plus 6 AD. 12 plus 6, 18 AD plus 12 into 6 is 72 D square. Correct or not? A square gone and 100 D square 72 D square. That means this is going to become 18 D square is equals to minus 2 AD. Obviously DD cancel out. So over here A is equals to minus 90. This is what we are getting. Okay, A is equals to minus 90. Now what they are asking is A by C is equal to A by C. That means they are talking about A plus 6D upon A plus 12D is what they are talking about. Obviously, A is equals to 9D, so minus 90 plus 6D upon minus 90 plus 12D. So from here, minus 3 upon 12 minus 9 is plus 3. So clearly the answer will be what? Minus 1. So minus 1, hold on. A is equals to minus 14 भी आ रहा है guys. कुछ तो गड़बड़ है. Okay, let me check. 6AD. Okay, 6AD and 6AD and 12 into 12 plus 6 is 18. Correct. What about this? Sorry, this is not 18, 28. 28, that is why this is minus 14. Okay, if this is minus 14, so this is also minus 14. Minus 14d minus 14d plus 12d. Correct? So this is what? Minus 8d upon minus 2d. 4 is absolutely right. Okay? Alright, clear? So I think this, how would you rate this question, by the way? I just want to know about it. How do you rate this question? Is it good? What do you think? Yes? Tuticorin District Government Model School. Acha. How come this name? Tuticorin District Government Model School. Are you seriously a school? This is the YouTube channel for school? Or you are a student? Alpha Milan. Oh, nice. Good. Chalo, let's move. Let's change the world. Are we ready to change the world? Matrices and determinant, guys. Matrices and determinant. Okay, matrices and determinant. Alpha, everybody is saying. Good question, na Dharani? Ha. Okay. Alright, now matrices, again high weighted chapter. These properties related questions are very important. Obviously, you know. Oh yes. So you are a school. Are you a student or a school? I am asking you. District Government Model School. Okay. A and B are square matrix of order 3. Determinant. Oops. ये क्या हो गया? Determinant A is 3. Determinant B is 2. Then the value of this. Now understand that we need to know the few properties for this. First property will be determinant AB is equals to determinant A, determinant B. So basically, if there are multiple things inside the determinant, we can separate them out. Let's do that. So determinant A inverse, then determinant adjoint B inverse. I can write like this. Adjoint of 3A inverse. Yes or no? Okay, first property applied. Separated all the determinants. Okay, ma'am. Second property may what we can do is determinant A inverse will be 1 upon determinant A. Correct? So this is nothing but 1 by determinant A. What about this? Third property will be determinant of adjoint of A is nothing but determinant A power n minus 1. In this case, order is 3. So determinant A square. So adjoint of A is equals to determinant A square if at all order is 3. So this is going to become determinant B inverse square. Got it? One by one we are applying property. Same case from here. Determinant 3A inverse square. Perfect. Clear? Now understand this is determinant B inverse. Again second property will be applicable. So this is 1 upon determinant A multiply 1 upon determinant B square. Multiply what is this? Now understand. This is again another property. Fourth property, determinant Ka is nothing but, now if you want to take this K out, this is K power n determinant A. Okay. K power n determinant A. So this is 3. Already a square is there. Now this is very important. Maximum chances that students will do mistake in this step. So 3 is inside the determinant. You have to take it out. So first of all, this K will come out, but power will be n. In that case, that power is 3. So 3 cube is already there. But can you see a square was already there? So that is why this and determinant A inverse square. Obviously now the question has become easier. 3 power 3 to the 6. So 3 power 6. Then we are having upon determinant A. Can you see one more property if I apply? This is cube. And determinant B square. Now just solve it. 3 power 6. Determinant A cube is 3 cube. Multiply determinant B cube is B square is 2 square. So this is 3 power 3 upon 2 square. 3 power 3 upon 2 square. That's 27 by 4. Option B is absolutely right. Yes, Dharani? This is too low, Krish. Is it? No. No. Voices, I feel it's fine. Let me just increase gain a bit. Let me check. Voice, I think it's fine, Krish. Let me hear myself. Just increase gain a bit. Let me check. Voice, I think it's fine, Krish. OP question, na Dharani? Let me hear myself. Fine, na? Dharani is also saying voice is fine. Chal. Let's move on to the next problem then. Again, now this is from vectors. Vectors. Tukka sahi hua. Assalamu alaikum. Walaikum salam. Jamal Jackson. Okay, alright. Now this question, okay. So what is this question? R vector is something which is unknown vector. So what I want to do is R vector I can take as x I cap plus y j cap plus z k cap. Let's do this, okay. X I cap, y j cap obviously is as per the question this thing that x square plus y square plus z square will be equals to what? 84. That is first thing we should understand with this given information. Now, this thing, can you see? What is this? So this says r dot I. R dot I, that means x. Right? This dot I cap is x. This is 2y 4z. So x equals to 2y is equals to 4z. Correct or not? Okay. So this is what you have got from here. Now you have to plug in this thing over here so that x square will be 4z square. Then 2y 4z. So y will be 2z. So y value will be 2z square. And z is already z. So that at least you get the value of z. 16 plus 4 20. 20 plus 1 21. Z square is equals to 84. Clearly this is 21 into 4 is what? So z is equals to 2. Or minus 2 also. Right? Plus minus 2. Z is equals to plus minus 2. Correct? So if z is plus minus 2, then if suppose z is 2, suppose, let's just talk about 2 only. If z is 2, tell me. If z is 2, then y will be double of z. So y will be 4. And x will be 8. Correct or not? So 8 comma. So this is your 8 comma 4 comma 2. And now what they want us to do is, they want us 8 comma 4 comma 2 is your R vector. Take dot with 2 minus 3 and 1. So 2 comma minus 3 comma 1. Take dot product. Take dot product. 8 2s are 16 minus 12 plus 1. Sorry 2. 4 plus 2, this is your 6. Here 6 option D is absolutely right. कोई बात नहीं मिलन, कोई बात नहीं. No issue. I know that. I already know that. Okay. Okie dokie. Clear? Perfecto. Chal. Now, let us talk about again matrices. One more question from the matrices. Okay. One more question from the matrices. Let A be, now this is integer type by the way. Let A be the matrix of order 3 cross 3 such that determinant A is 2 and this thing. B is equals to 2A inverse and C is given as this. Then the value of this. Okay. Again, properties will be applicable. So first thing is they are talking about determinant A cube, B cube, C cube. So first property which we are going to apply over here is separate the determinant. This will be determinant A cube, determinant B cube, determinant C cube. Okay. Determinant A cube will obviously be 2 cube. Determinant B cube. Now understand determinant. So we need to find out determinant B. So from here we have to find out the determinant B. Let's do it. Okay. So tell me determinant B will be equal to what? Determinant 2A inverse. Yes or no? Now remember the property. Let me just write it down, the property number 1 over here. So if at all the constant is stuck inside the determinant, you can take this k out so that it becomes k power n determinant A. So 2 will come out. So 2 cube determinant A inverse. And obviously I told you determinant A inverse is nothing but 1 upon determinant A. So this is going to become 8 upon determinant A. 8 upon determinant A. So your determinant B is nothing but 8 by determinant A, and this is your cube. Okay. Sorry, is it B square? Sorry. This is square, guys. Now it's fine. This is B square. Square, so yes, this is square. Correct. Okay. Now determinant C cube. To get the value of determinant C cube, let me do it right here. Determinant C. So we need to calculate determinant C. So determinant C is adjoint A upon 16 power 1 by 3. Correct. Now again, the constant is stuck inside the determinant. If you want to take it out, you have to make this power 3. So determinant C will be 1 by 16 and adjoint of A. And you know what? Adjoint of A is determinant A square by 16. So this is your determinant C. This is your adjoint determinant A square by 16 whole cube, guys. Whole cube. Now plug in the value. By the way, let me just write it same. This is determinant A cube only. Okay. So that we understand what we are getting. This is cube, this is determinant A. So overall determinant A, and this is 3 to the 6. So determinant A power 7 is coming. Yeah. And then 8 is a 64 upon 16. The cube 16 into 16 into 16. Correct? So this is how what we have. So this is 2 power 7. And this is what? 2 power 6. And this is what? 2 power 4 to 2 power 12. So overall 7, 4, 12, 13. So this is actually coming out as 2, guys. 2 to 2, 2 to 2. 2 to 2, 2 to 2. 2 to 2, 2 is coming. 2 is coming. Overall the answer of this question is 2. Alright. Clear? Any doubts? Any confusion? Don't guess it, Milan. Chalo. Now from the world of, let's get into the world of definite integration. Are we ready? Are we ready for the definite integration? Again, a high weightage chapter is definite integration chapter. Okay. So, okay. So this is cos of mod x, sine of mod x. Okay. So obviously mod x is there. That means this is definitely an even function, guys. This is an even function. Understand this. Right? This is an even function. And whenever the function is even, it is symmetric about y-axis. So if you want to integrate it from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, do it twice of 0 to pi by 2 cos of x plus sine of x, and obviously we are not going to apply modulus because we know that 0 to pi by 2 x is positive now. So modulus, even if you apply, it doesn't matter. Okay. Alright, now just integrate nicely. Very easy question. Integration of cos x is sine x. This is minus cos x. Correct? 0 pi by 2. Now put the pi by 2. 2. Sine pi by 2 is 1. Minus cos 0 is also 1. Okay, upper limit. Minus lower limit. So 0. So 0 and then this is minus 1. So this is gone. This is 8, which is equals to 2. 2 is the correct answer of this particular question. 2 is the correct answer. Yes or no? What do you think? Easy? Sorry. मैं plus 0 क्यों बोल रहा है? Sorry. So this is pi by 2 minus pi by 2. So 1 minus 0 na? हाँ. Then 0. Okay. So this is 1 plus 1. So 2 into 2, that means 4 is the correct answer. So 4 is the absolutely correct answer. Okay. Alright. Answer is 4. No 0. No 0. 0 will be there if this. See. Let me remind you the property. Minus a to a of even function will be equals to twice 0 to a of that function. Lekin if minus a to a odd function is there, then it will be 0. Okay. So if I just talk about this thing, minus 1 to 1, this is minus 1 to plus 1. Can anybody tell me what is the answer of this question? Huh? Can anybody tell me the answer of this question? So now this is your odd function, guys. X cube e raised to power x power 4 is an odd function. How many of you are able to gauge it, identify it, that this is an odd function? This is absolute. See, fx, if I mark it as x cube e raised to power x power 4. Tell me what is f of f minus x. So minus x cube will be minus x cube e raised to power. This will become x power 4 because even power negative sign will be not there. So can you see this is again becoming fx. So your f of minus x is becoming minus x. This is an odd function. If at all it is an odd function, option A is absolutely correct. 0. Done, 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 done. Okay. So many of you are already telling me that yes, it is a 0. And one more question from definite integration, guys. One more question from definite integration. Whose answer, by the way, this is a direct shortcut based question whose answer is upper limit minus lower limit by 2. This is the value of my integration. Upper limit is 14 minus 0 by 2. So 7 is absolutely right. 7 is absolutely right. Okay. It is horror of JEE maths, huh? Nice, Milan. You are very creative, huh? I should make a video. Horror of JEE maths. And Namrata ma'am, pura like 3 types I am looking, huh? Horror of JEE maths 2025. Integration questions are, some questions are very easy if you know the shortcut. Okay. Now let me tell you that when to apply this shortcut. Okay. Alright, understand. So first of all, just tell me one thing. If you look at the question, this is your x square. What about this thing? Can anybody tell me about this? Can you think this is x minus 14, or you can say 14 minus x also, whole square. So 14 minus x whole square GIF plus x square GIF dx integral. Okay. All right. Clear? So 14 minus x. Now understand, this is 0, this is 14, correct? 0 and 14. So here from 0 to 14, if you apply King's property, this is your I. If you apply King's property, tell me what will you get? King's property is you have to replace x by 0 plus 14 minus x. So you have to replace x by 14 minus x. How many of you already know the King's property? So if you replace, so this your I will become what? 0 to 14. But this x will be 14 minus x whole square. Then upon 14 minus x minus, so this is x square. Can you see if you replace? See, if 14 minus x is there, then you will write x. So this will become x, this will become 14 minus x. Okay. So this is your first equation, this is your second equation. Now if you add these two equations, 1 plus 2, what will you get? Can anybody tell me? 2y is equals to integration 0 to 14. So can you see now? The denominator of second equation and first equation both are same, which is this. Denominators are same, and the numerator GIF x square, GIF 14 minus x square. Okay, and this is gone. So 0 to 14 dx is equals to 2. So basically the numerator and denominator is cancelled out. Now what you have to do is, You have to integrate. This is 14 minus 0 by 2 is your integral. If you integrate and solve it out now, upper limit minus lower limit, this is x. So 14 minus 0 by 2, 7 is the correct answer. Yes, got it. Got the ninja technique, guys? Got the ninja technique? Okay, okay. Now the another question is from application of derivative. Basic question, increasing and decreasing function. Very basic thing which you all should know. If a function is decreasing in that interval, that means your f dash x should be less than 0 for that interval. For x belongs to, so they are saying this is your fx, which is a cubic equation, and this cubic equation is a decreasing function of x in the largest possible interval. So that means this is decreasing in this interval. Then we are here to calculate the value of lambda. Okay, f dash x, so 6x squared plus 18x plus lambda is less than 0 for x belongs to minus 2 comma minus. Okay, all right. So over here I want this quadratic to become negative. Understand, I want this quadratic to become negative. Graphically you have to think something. Okay, so suppose if I want to make this graph, and this graph should be less than 0, not everywhere but for this interval. So less than 0, graph is less than 0, or this equation, quadratic expression less than 0 means what? Less than 0 means the graph should be below x-axis. So suppose this is your minus 2, this is your minus 1. Now I want that my graph should be negative in this interval. So what I can do is, I can quickly do this. Between minus 2 to minus 1, my f dash x, by the way this is f dash x, my f dash x should be below x-axis, and obviously this is a quadratic with leading coefficient positive, so upward facing parabola. That means the roots of this quadratic is going to become minus 2 and minus 1. So this expression will be nothing but 6x plus 1 x plus 2 less than 0. This should be equivalent to it. Okay, this expression should be this, like this. So obviously if you compare, you will realize that 6 2s are 12. Okay, if you just compare 6 into 2, 12, lambda is equals to what? Lambda. So lambda is coming out as, if you compare these two equations, clearly lambda is coming out as 12, guys. Lambda is 12. Okay. You want your graph to be negative in this interval, right? So that is why you can say that, okay, if at all, so see, if your roots is not minus 2, then you have to plot the graph like this, which is not done. Because then this will, see, between so you have to have negative values in this whole span. Your graph should be below x-axis in this whole span. Okay. Got it? Getting it? Okay. Now, a question from functions, chapter functions, guys. F of x. F of x. Fx is given as this, then f of x is they are asking about f of x. So obviously fx is given as this. Now you in here you have to replace x by fx. Yes or no? So x, the moment you replace, so this x will be replaced by fx. So f of x is equals to 4fx plus 3 upon 6fx minus 4. Now put the value of fx again. So 4x plus 3 upon 6x minus 4 plus 3 upon 6. 4x plus 3 upon 6x minus 4 plus 3. 4 4s are 16x plus 4 3s are 12 plus 8 6 3s are 18x minus 12 upon again 6 4s are 24x plus 6 3s are 18 plus 6 3s are 18x. Can you see? And minus 12. Sorry, this is 6x minus 4. Okay. So 6 4s are 24, 6 3s are 18. Then we are having minus 24x. Is it plus or minus? And minus minus plus 16. Correct? So 24x gone, 12 gone. And here 16 plus 18x. So this is going to become what? So this is actually coming out as x, guys. Option A is absolutely right. Why the graph is open upward? Okay. Why the graph in previous question open upward? Tell me, when the graph opens upward, when your quadratic equation have positive leading coefficient. That is why you have to draw an upward facing parabola which is negative for a short span. Between minus 2 to minus 1 it is negative. That is why this is the graph. Okay. And yes, this is how it is. Option A is absolutely right. So f of x you just have to put and you just have to solve. Keep solving, keep solving. This is 16 plus 18x and 16 plus 18 in the denominator. So we are done with this also. And now we are having a beautiful question, guys, from the world of limits. Okay, Dharani, got it? Limits, guys, limits. Yes, I am literally electric. What are the names? What are the names? I am literally electric. Now, limits. Okay. Now, I can see that 2026 aspirants is also watching this. And if you are watching this, this is your question. This is not just only 12th question. Limits is something both 11th and 12th students should know. Okay. Alright. Now, see again expansion. This question will be done by expansion. Can anybody remember? Can anybody recall the expansion? Sin x. First sin x. So, this is 1 minus x by 1 factorial plus x cube by 3 factorial minus x power 5 by 5 factorial and so on. Basically all the powers. Sorry guys, this is not 1. It starts with x. Sorry. Even, odd powers will be then. It starts with x. X minus x cube by 3 factorial plus x power 5 by 5 factorial minus x power 7 by 7 factorial and so on. Second, cos x will all have even. So 1 minus x square by 2 factorial plus x power 4 by 4 factorial minus x power 6 by 6 factorial. Alternate plus minus sign. Then log of 1 plus x is not having any factorial, guys. X minus x square by 2 minus x cube by 3 plus x power 4 by 4 and all the way. So from here, ln 1 minus x, can anybody tell me? You just have to replace x by minus x and log 1 minus x will have all the negative terms. Please note it down. If I replace x by minus x, this will become minus x. This will remain same. This will remain same minus. So this is plus now. Sorry, alternate plus minus is there. So that is why it is plus then minus x square by 2. Then plus again x cube, then minus x power 4, then like this. Okay, so minus, everything will be minus, guys. Everything will be negative in log 1 minus x. Now, start it out. 1 plus sin x minus x cube by 3 factorial. That's it. Okay, because I have to go till here and so on. Minus 1 minus x square by 2 factorial. That's it, because the next term will be x power 4. I'm not going to solve it. Then not plus sign, then everything will be log 1 minus x. So minus x cube by 3. That's it. It will go all the way up to, but that's it. Upon x cube. Now understand clearly. few terms are getting cancelled out, like 1 and 1 cancel out. X is right here, minus x cancel out. Now, you can see that x cube, x square term is not there. Sorry, this is, oops, this is something, minus x square by 2 minus x cube by 3. Yes. Can you see this and this is also getting cancelled out? Now, minus x cube by 3 factorial is right here, and and then we are having minus x cube. Can you see minus x? See, this is plus and then everything is negative. Okay, everything is negative. So minus x cube, this is coming out as minus x cube by 6, and this is minus x cube by 3 upon x cube, right? So answer is minus 1 by 6 minus 1 by 3, because x cube anyway going to get cancelled out. So 6 is right here, and minus 1 minus 2, so this is minus 3 by 6 minus 1 by 2, option B. Okay, option B. Minus 1 by 2, guys, minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2, okay. Please, Dharani, don't hate limits. No. Wrong way. Limits is one chapter. You have not studied limits nicely. No. You have done it absolutely wrong, but very less time left, Dharani. Morning 6 a.m. you are saying. Okay. Chal. Now, from the world of straight lines, guys, do you remember the formula of image calculation in 2D geometry, by the way? Okay, so suppose this is your point 4, minus 13, and this is your line which is 5x plus y plus 6 equals to 0. And suppose you are looking for the image alpha, beta, then you have a direct formula, yes or no? How many of you are aware about this formula? Very easy formula, okay? But you have to be very alert, attentive, I would say, while solving image of a point, because maximum chances that you will do a calculation mistake. What is the formula, ma'am? Yes. So alpha minus 4. See, this is how you apply the formula. Alpha minus 4. Alpha is the image, and this is the point which you already know. Alpha minus 4 equals to beta minus 13. So plus 13. Upon. Now here, you will write the coefficient of x, which is 5. Coefficient of y, which is 1. This is equals to, now what are you looking for? You're not looking for foot of perpendicular. You're looking for image. If you're looking for image, you have to write minus 2. If you're looking for foot of perpendicular, you have to write minus 1. But this time image, so minus 2 multiply. Now this point you have to put in this line. So 5 4s are 20. Then this is minus 13. Then this is plus 6 upon, this is going to become a square plus b square, which is 26. Perfect. Done. Dusted. Okay. So this is alpha minus 4 by 5, beta plus 13 by 1 is equals to 20 minus 13 is 7. 7 plus 6, 13. So this is 13. So minus 2 into 13 by 26. Can you see? Very easy. Alpha minus 4 by 5 is equals to beta plus 13 is equals to minus 1, guys. So this is minus 5 plus 4. So alpha is minus 5 plus 4 minus 1. Alpha is coming out as minus 1. Beta is minus 14. So minus 1 minus 14, that is option B, is absolutely right. That's how you calculate image of a point along a line. Yes, sir, Rani, absolutely right. Gotcha. Getting it? This is image of a point direct formula. You can just go and check it out. Image of a point formula. Okay. Now we have a question from differential equation, guys. Differential equation. Okay. Differential equation says again. Can anybody tell me who were all there in yesterday's mock? Who were all there in yesterday's mock? Okay, so this is, let y is equals to fx be the solution of differential equation. This is a differential equation. So dy by dx. Oops, ये क्या हो गया? dy by dx. dy by dx plus 2xy is equals to, this is going to become 2x. Can you see? dy by dx here, this is your p, guys. dy by dx plus py is equals to q. This is your linear differential equation. How do you solve linear differential equation? First of all, you have calculate integrating factor which is equals to e raised to power integral of 2x dx. So this is e raised to power what? X square. Because see, 2x square by 2, 2 cancel already this. Now your solution will be y multiplying integrating factor, correct, is equals to integral of q multiplying integrating factor plus c. Yes or no? Now, if you want to integrate this, obviously substitution will work. If you put this as t, this thing will become dt. So basically this is e raised to power t dt ka integration. So e raised to power t dt ka integration is e raised to power t only. So this is what your solution looks like. Now they are giving something, by the way. F of 0 is 1. So f of 0 is 1, that means 0 comma 1 you can satisfy it over here. So x is 0, y is 1. So 1 into 1 is equals to 1 plus c. So c is coming out as 0. That means y e raised to power x square is equals to e raised to power x square. This is your solution. Okay. This is your solution. C is 0. Yes. So clearly y is equals to 1. Or you can say f of x is equals to 1 is your function. Now what are they asking? Limit x tend to infinity f of x. Come on, your fx is always 1. Fx is always 1. So answer of this question is option D. Okay. No tukkabazi, huh, Milan? No tukkabazi. Okay. Alright. Clear. Now we have 2 more questions to go, which are from quadratic equations. And we are done with the session. 2 more questions. Find the value of a for which sum of squares of the roots of this equation. Basically, they are talking about alpha square plus beta square. Sum of squares of the roots. So, this is alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Correct? So, this is what? So, sum of roots will be what? A minus 2 whole square. Minus 2 alpha beta will be, see, sum of roots. Sum of roots will be what? Tell me. I have a minus 2. Product of roots will be what? Minus of a minus plus 1. Right? So this is plus a plus 1. This is your sum of squares of root. Now you're looking for least value of this. So first of all, calculate this value, then talk about least value. It will make more sense. A square plus 4 minus 4a plus 2a plus 2. A square minus 2a plus 6. Least value. A minus 1 whole square plus 5. Can you tell me what would be the least value? Obviously, least value means, so this is a squared quantity minimum. This can become 0. So this is always greater than or equals to 0. Minimum, this can be 0. 5 is fixed. So 0 plus 5 will be the minimum value which will occur when you put a is equals to 1. So find the value of a. But they are not talking about the least value. This is the least value. At a is equals to 1, you are going to get the least value at a is equals to 1. They are not talking about least value. They are talking about value of a when your expression will give least value. So your answer will not be 5. No, Milan. Your answer will at a is at what value of a? They are asking the value of a basically. Okay. Alright. Clear. One more question from quadratic equation and we are done. Okay. Alright. Chalo. The number of integral values of k for which this inequality is satisfied for all. Understand what is this inequality? So k 4 power x plus k minus 1 2 power x 2 power 2, I can write it this way also, plus k minus 1 greater than 1 for all value of x belongs to R. Now understand, 4 power x, I can clearly see a quadratic equation is formed, because if you put 2 power x equals to t, 2 power x whole square will be what? 4 power x, that is equals to t square. So if you put, this is k t square plus k minus 1 4 t plus this is k minus 2 and greater than 0. Now but now understand, here they are saying for all value of x belongs to R, but here now because the quadratic is in t, now understand, if you put every value, see this is your x, you put every value of x, you put 0. If you put x equals to 0, what are you going to get? T ma'am, 2 power 0, 1, which is a positive quantity. If you put 2 power 0, you are getting a positive quantity. If you put 2 power positive, 2 power any positive number, ma'am, t is always positive. Basically what I am trying to say is this t is always positive. T can never be negative. Are you getting my point? T can never be negative. You put x negative, then also, if x is negative, even though x is negative, your t will remain positive, because 2 power x can never ever be negative. So this is greater than 0 for t greater than 0. Okay. So basically what we want to say is this quadratic is positive when t is positive. When t is negative, we don't care. Okay. What does that mean? This quadratic is positive when t is positive. So first thing is, when t is positive, first thing is, what we can do is obviously positive, if it is positive, upward facing, basically positive, anything which is positive, that means it will remain above the x-axis. Above the x-axis, that means it is having k greater than 0, first thing. K should be greater than 0. Upward facing parabola will be there. And obviously, so understand, you will have these kind of parabola. This parabola, see, when t is positive, no. If t is, it's so obvious. If your t is positive, can you see your graph is negative? You don't want that, reject it, because you want your graph to be positive. If your t is positive, this is still fine. Can you see this is still fine? This is still fine. This graph is still fine. Can you see now? This is still fine, because see, when your t is positive, at least your graph is positive. That means clearly value of this graph at x equals to 0 will be a positive quantity. This point cannot be negative. This point should be above x-axis. Basically, if I just talk this is your quadratic function. F of 0 should always be positive. That is one thing you should understand. F of 0 should always be positive. So f of 0, that means you put t is equals to 0. This is f of t. So t put 0, this is gone, this is gone. So basically k minus 2 is always positive. K is greater than 2. Is it? Guys, sorry, this is 0. This is a calculation mistake. This is 0. So if this is 0, this is not right. This is 1. So that means k minus 1 greater than 0. K minus 1 greater than 0. That means k is greater than 1. F of 0 is always positive. And also k is also greater than 0, because upward facing parabola is there. So number of integral values of k for which this inequality is satisfied for all. And now that's it. That's it. So the answer will be infinite. See, upward facing parabola should be there. I don't mind this having roots. Discriminant should be, Discriminant should be greater than 0 kya? Discriminant should be greater than 0 kya? Not at all. Discriminant can be less than 0, can be greater than 0, because see, this both will work. This case will work for us. See, this case will work. This case will work. This case will also work. This case. है ना? Because see, we want this parabola to become 0 when this is 0. Okay? And the vertex. Oops. No. Now the vertex. Yes. Now here comes the vertex. See. Now understand what I am trying to say. You want your quadratic equation. Your quadratic should be positive when t is positive. Yes or no? So just understand what are the possible types of graph. This is one graph which is possible. Okay. In this graph, what you want is your both roots should be on the left side. Your both, see, if at all roots are there, so both roots should be left on the left hand side. Basically, you want vertex minus b by 2a should be less than 0. So minus b by 2a should be less than 0, and at the same time f of 0 should be positive. So we saw that k minus 1 greater than 0, k greater than 1, and from here minus b by 2a. So for that we need to know this b. So minus b by 2a. So minus 4 k minus 1 upon 2k. Minus 4 k minus 1 upon 2k. Okay. So minus 4 k minus 1 upon 2k is less than 0. So this is gone. This 2 is also gone. So this is k minus 1 greater than 0. From here, okay, k minus 1 upon k greater than 0. So this is 0, this is 1. So greater than 1 and less than 0. K should be less than 0 and greater than 1. Obviously, we know that this is not possible because we want upward facing parabola. So initially also we decided that my k should be 0 because I want my parabola to be upward facing. So obviously this is rejected. So k greater than 1 is something which is coming from here as well. That k should be greater than 1. Okay. Okay. So that means k is equals to 2 will be fine. What do you think? If k is 2, then this quadratic will be fine. Put k is equals to 2. So I think this question is a little bit incorrect question. Okay, this is having some mistake in this question. Because see, so many integral values will be there. Okay, so your answer will be k greater than 1. So answer will be k greater than 1. For k greater than 1, you will be fine. Okay. Alright. Clear? Alright. Now we are having again from the binomial theorem, guys. Binomial theorem. Find the number of terms in the expansion of this. Now can you see, this is of the type a plus b power 2015 minus a minus b raised to power 2015. Yes or no? Can anybody tell me that how many terms will be there in just this expansion? So in this expansion we are going to have 2016 terms. In this expansion we are going to have 2016 terms. Obviously in this we are going to have all the terms, basically 1008 positive terms and 1008 negative terms. Here also 1008 positive terms, and sorry, these are positive. This is negative 1008. Understand? See, because a plus b, a minus b, na? So every alternate term will be getting cancelled out. So basically what I am trying to say is, if you expand this, everything will be positive. There will be 2016 terms, 1008 positive, left remaining 1008 will be positive. Here a minus b is there, no? That is why. That is why 1008 positive, 1008 negative. Now understand, because there is a minus sign, these terms will get cancelled out with these terms. They will be similar terms, and these terms will get added with this term, similar terms. So 1008 terms are there. If you add 1008 terms with 1008 terms, it becomes what? 1008 only. So 1008 terms will be there because they will be similar, right? They will be similar terms. Yes or no? Hi Rohit. Hello. Okay, so answer of this particular question is 1008. And with this question we are done. Okay, with this question we are done. All right, clear? Chalo. Now you can find the PDF of this mock test on the Telegram channel. So do check out the Telegram channel. Vedantu JEE English link is already given in the description box so that you can get the PDF, yesterday's PDF, today's PDF. Tomorrow we are going to have difficult questions. So tomorrow the mock test will be a little bit on a difficult side, and obviously you should come and check how are the difficult questions, how are you handling difficult questions. Okay, so we are going to meet tomorrow definitely. Okay, same time. Thank you, Akshit. Prithvi is saying no, Prithvi, see, understand, see, a plus b power 2015. Let me just give you 2015 c0, a power 2015 b power 0 plus 2015 c1, a power 2014 b power 1, and so on. Yes or no? A minus b power 2015 will be what? Same term will be there, right? Same term will be there. But now this time this is minus 2015 c1 plus minus. Now you have to subtract it. Now understand, if you subtract it, this term will get cancelled out, this term will get added up. Plus next term will be cancelled out. So see, understand, how many terms are there? 2016 terms are there. This is 0. Alternate terms you are getting. Alternate terms cancel. So see, this is first term cancel, second term you are getting, third term cancel, fourth you are getting. Overall, if you just understand that this matrix is having 2016 terms, so first term is gone, next term is there. So half of 2016 will be there. So that is why the answer will be 1008. I hope that this is clear. Okay. Alright. Now I'll be leaving. I'll be going. I'll be seeing you tomorrow in the mock test.